All right, now it's official. We're here, and I got to establish first piece of business. Michael Scott is banned. That is first and foremost. Oh, and this is the Bitter Melon podcast.
Is there a statute of limitations on this ban? Because
yeah, he can apologize.
I mean, if he's actually as good at Modern Warfare as you claim,
yeah,
I mean,
he
might
deserves
need-
some
yeah.
respect.
yeah. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. You know, I'll give him his flowers and shit. Yeah, he's good at video games and shit, but like, nah, he was a hater on us, bro. He's trying to kill our dream before it was born. Fucking killing infant dreams out here. So I'm banning him. I'm banning the dream killer. You heard that, Michael? If you ever listen to this, I doubt you ever will because you're a hater.
Just sending shade already, bro.
all right, man. Well,
But,
let's jump
I mean-
into it. Let's introduce.
I mean, for
our
real though,
first
if he really does
guest.
want to come on,
Wait,
he can come on
do
and
we
shit.
need to introduce ourselves?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, do you want to?
Should we go with an alias or a real name?
Alias? I haven't thought about
We'll
it.
go first letter.
First letter?
Yeah.
No,
Eh,
it's terrible.
let's
I'm-
just do
I'm-
names.
It's
I'm
just-
L.
I mean,
Yeah.
who's gonna really listen?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we're good,
Okay.
bro.
Ain't tripping.
So I'm Vu,
Okay.
and that's that.
Oh, okay. I'll think about it. I think I want an alias. I don't think I want to use my real name, just in case. You know, maybe I might get controversial on this motherfucker. So I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that flack. We'll see though. We'll see. Maybe at the end of the podcast I'll say some shit. But fuck it. Right now though, we got Dallas, our first guest,
Yo, yo.
episode 1. Yeah, we're doing it.
Dallas.
Dreams can come true. See, this is a motherfucker who ain't a dream killer. He's a dream. What do you want to call it? Dream deliverer.
Promoter.
Dream promoter. Yeah. Yeah.
Evangelist.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Evangelist.
He
Yes.
sees our vision.
He sees
see
our
it, bro,
motherfucking
yeah.
vision. So that's why
Yeah.
he's here.
What is our vision?
Our vision is to just enjoy ourselves
explore.
and let life go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
get to know people, right?
Yeah, that's
That's
it. Just to get to know people.
Yeah.
That's all.
I mean, when was the last time we had real conversation with people?
I mean,
Yeah.
I talk to you all the time.
I mean, but we live together, bro.
Yeah, but
Like, do we talk to anyone outside the bubble?
I gotta kind of be nice to you so you pay your rent.
I would
It's a
still pay my
monetary
rent even if you weren't nice to me. My last landlord, that's a great example. I still paid my rent
Oh, let's
on
not bring
time.
that up.
Yeah, let's not.
It's all
Yeah.
about Dallas.
'Cause-
man.
yeah, it's
we
about
gotta
Dallas.
know everything about Dallas. Your blood type, everything.
Yeah.
I remember the stories of that landlord.
Yeah,
bro.
fuck that guy.
I was
bro.
there. I was there.
He
like,
knows
that
who he
whole
is.
Time, yeah.
If he ever fucking sees me on this shit, he knows who he is.
Does he have kids?
Yeah, unfortunately. I mean,
Sheesh,
his kids honestly seem really great and everything. I feel bad for him.
Well, maybe his kids will tell him when they listen.
Bro, they know. No, they know. Because I remember one time where it was like, he showed the house. We were at home, and he showed that house to people to, like, rent out to and everything. And then, like, my roommates at the time were like, yo, go tell them that we're not coming back and everything. And it's like, yeah.
They made you do it.
I know, right? On top of it, I was like, what do I? All right, whatever, man. So I was like, all right,
Like,
I'll
what?
go do it. So I stepped down the backyard, and he was picking up the branches that he tried to get me to cut down, bro. I'm still fucking bitter about that shit, which he later on charged me for, which I'm still, dude, bitter. This is the bitter part of Melon, bro.
Yeah,
This
you're
is the
like-
bitter Melon.
you're like, let me
I am
bring it
bitter
back.
about that shit, bro, because he really tried to get me to pay him to cut down his tree limbs
Yeah.
and then charge me because I wouldn't throw them away.
No.
And I'm like, bro,
Note to self: order that wrap it up button.
Yeah.
no, it ain't wrapped up.
It's all about Dallas today,
wrap-
man.
No, it's not all about Dallas. There's also
got,
that. He mentioned it, bro. He mentioned the stories. Dallas
we're not
mentioned it.
Sponsored by Woodford Reserve, but we are drinking the shit out of it today. So
Delicious.
Yeah. Cheers. Appreciate the drink. Thank you.
Appreciate
Yes.
it. Yes.
Yeah.
Very much.
All right, Dallas. It's about you, bro.
So yeah, what's up, guys? What do you want to know? Let's talk shop.
Yeah, let's talk
What
shop.
makes you bitter?
Yeah.
What makes
ooh.
me bitter?
Yeah, that's a good
Let's see.
question.
It's been a while. I mean, so I've been in school for like a while now, and that becomes like kind of part of your life and stuff. So it's like, I don't know. I did the route where you kind of go like community college, university, stuff like that, and like, there's a lot
Community
of
college is smart.
It's smarter now because like I feel like the people that go straight to college now right out of high school, it's like do you really know what you want to do when you're 18 years old in this day and age? Like there's so much stuff to do now that
But
like
do you want to go straight to college and be taught by a bunch of TAs?
Yep.
I mean, because that's my experience.
I think.
I mean, I learned.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
that is what happens.
I think you learn real quick that college is kind of like it's like you can call it a scam, but it's also like you have to learn how to teach yourself, which is also like, okay, well, why am I paying this much for this then?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't think it's a scam more than a game, right?
It's a game. It's a game.
You gotta play the game.
But what is a scam but a game?
Because if you don't be mad at the game and sit on the sidelines, then you're just gonna be a fan.
Then you get
and you're not gonna get paid.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's still bullshit. Because like I feel like sometimes it's like some Tom Sawyer shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Tom Sawyer's like, oh, give me a dime and you can paint my fence for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how I feel with school. It's like, oh, give us like a dime, aka 10K, and you can teach yourself poorly how to do something, and we'll give you this little certificate that says like you can get hired.
It's like what I've seen. It's like, so what you were saying about like it's a game, like that's actually kind of a philosophy you can take to a lot of things in life. When something's so like bad and it makes you like, oh my god, like I don't want to be here every day, you can kind of like turn your life into a video game. So you're like, all right, so like this is shitty, but what can I do to make it like fun for me, or something that I can like work towards and improve and everything. And then like once you gamify it, then you start seeing it as like you don't take things as seriously anymore. You're like, okay, like I lost that little like mini game right there, but maybe I didn't pass that midterm, but I'll be fine in the end, like I'm not like tripping too much and stuff. So yeah, the video game mentality.
So you take college serious?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little. It's like in the sense where it's like any sort of challenge that you're faced with. It's like I can like be like, oh, on one hand, like fuck this, like I guess I'll do it if I have to do it. Or on the other hand, it's like, yeah, I can go all in on this, and treat it like this is part of my life.
Well, you see, my parents failed me then.
They
just set the bar too low.
Yeah.
Just get your ass to college. And what you do after that, we got you there.
Yeah. That's how it really is, though. Like, I mean, there's no really, like, set career paths. And then there's also, like, at least for me, like, I'm starting to see there's no point, really, to going to college anymore, especially if you work in, like, software or something. Like, there's so much free stuff on the internet that you can just study.
I totally disagree.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I don't think everyone's Bill Gates running around without, I don't need college. I mean, you're learning stuff right now.
Yeah,
right? You're being exposed to stuff that you didn't know when you were in high school.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. It's college, I think it's like it's good for a sense of direction. Because it's like if you were to teach yourself like engineering, for instance, like that would probably take you so much longer than if you did go to school,
You gotta jump on the backs of people that's been there and done that.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, speaking from an old fuck. Why reinvent the wheel?
Yeah.
You guys are going to turn that wheel to, I don't know, something crazy.
To a triangle.
Yeah.
And it's gonna float.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, bet.
Lance, you're in college too.
Yeah. What are you thinking of engineering, bro? What do you like? What's your take?
Bro,
hot take.
Oh, you know how hot it is.
It gets spicy.
The funny part is Vu's trying to say he's the bitter one in the bitter melon, but I think he underestimates my bitterness.
Yeah.
I'm extremely bitter about the current state of American education. I'm highly concerned because unfortunately it's fallen into the grips of the corporate model. And I don't want to sit here and be like so anti-capitalist in the sense that like there isn't any value in the model that they have. I think unfortunately, as with many systems, it's just been hijacked by a handful of individuals who abide by the philosophy of maximizing profit, which I can understand profit, but then when the maximization of profit comes at the cost of, let's say we're just talking in terms of a business, like the students, we're going to call them customers. The customers are suffering because you're charging them exorbitant prices, but then you're giving them a pretty low quality product, in my opinion, and everything. You know what I mean? And I don't necessarily blame the professors or none because like they're just humans too. They're just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like at UCSD, for instance, like those professors have to like double duty fucking teaching motherfuckers, but also I got to do like groundbreaking research. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta deliver for the government.
And so but then instead of all this money they make off the model and everything, instead of hiring other more professional teachers who are like solely dedicated to teaching the students and everything, they do a little runaround bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They go hire students who are desperate for work because they can't find a job that's going to work with their schedule and also pay them decent and everything, you know? So that's the biggest perk for them, you know? And it's a scam at that level because it's bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Because you're like you're basically making the students teach each other, you know? It's the blind leading the blind. And there are some talented students, but just because you like are intellectually talented don't necessarily mean you're a talented teacher, because that's a skill in of itself. And so it's just like a whole kerfuffle. Is that what it's called? Kerfuffle? It's something like that. It's a shit show. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I was just talking
let's not use big words.
Okay, kerfuffle.
I'm an immigrant.
Okay, so remember that French girl we're hanging out with last night and everything?
Yeah.
She's talking about she spends 500 euros on her education.
Oh, she was telling us the prices, like so if you compare pretty much anywhere in the world to like America, like some places they'll have college like completely for free. I think I don't know this. Like, fact check this. Hey Jamie, pull up Jamie. Is it Switzerland?
Jamie. No, we don't got a Jamie. We just got me.
For sure, Sweden does.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they got
housed several Swedish kids back in the day.
Yeah.
So they were telling us how great their education and healthcare was. Yes.
Yeah, and it kind of gives you like, it's like, dang, like what did I get into? You know, like what it makes you think like what.
But that would not fly here. It would be labeled socialist.
Yeah, they're like, we're not making money off of that. Like,
and then Lance would be out there protesting.
I don't know if I'm the protesting type. I'm more like the rant type. But then like when it comes to action, I might be like, ugh, that looks messy.
I got shit to do.
It looks messy, but I appreciate y'all.
There's a lot of tracks in life, right? What if you didn't go to college?
Yeah.
What if that wasn't accessible to you? I mean, you just picked the hardcore mode in gaming.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Dude, that's so
by
funny.
Accident. Right. So you guys went, honestly, as someone who's hired other people in a Fortune 200 company, we don't care where you went to school.
Yeah.
Or personally, I didn't care where you went to school. You did your 4 years, you grinded out. That's all we cared about.
Yeah, but you know what's up.
And then we want to know that you're cool with our horrible jokes.
Exactly.
You know, like we don't want someone who's difficult to work with. You can be the smartest guy in the room, but if you're difficult to work with, we're not gonna get anything done.
Yep. I think that's like the best life advice.
Motherfucking facts.
Yeah.
Yes. So grind through it.
But you know, with that being said, though, I think that's another thing that's an issue with like modern American culture and shit. Is like there's too much emphasis on perfectionism and shit. Like everybody wants to be the utility tool. They want to be the motherfucker who can program all the shit,
who can
run the business,
yeah.
who can solve all the problems, fuck all the bitches, get all the money,
the self-made
and
man,
still not be burnt out at the end of it. And I feel like it's kind of silly at some level because the only way we even got to this place as a species in the first place is leveraging the social aspect of the human species, where we're like, hey, you're good at, I don't know, washing feet. Good, because I don't want to wash that motherfucker's feet. But that motherfucker who needs their feet washed, that's a motherfucker that's got access to all the wheat. And I don't want to wash his feet. So you go wash the feet because you're good at washing feet and you like it. And that person who got the wheat is going to give us the wheat. And with that wheat, I'm going to go ahead and make our tortilla. You know what I'm saying? Like,
disagree.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Hot take.
Right. So you said social aspect. What is social about telling people what to do? That sounds like socialism.
No, it's not about telling people what to do. It's more like, see, I'm
not gonna wash no one's feet just because I'm good at it.
No, but you also want to do it. It's a combination of what you're good at and what you want to do. That's the difference. Because like for instance, I'm randomly good at like, I don't know, hacky sack. You know what I'm saying? But like,
are you really?
Actually, I actually am. Yeah, I'm pretty good at hacky sack.
You practice and shit, like.
No, like
you used to practice like against a wall and all that, or
no, back in high school, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like got into it.
Going back.
Yeah, because what happened was in like elementary school, I had this neighbor, like my closest friend growing up and everything, Lou Diamond Oler. If you fucking know who I am, bro, it's Lance. Go ahead, hit me up, man. It's been a while. No.
Did you have a tie-dye shirt?
No, I only started that recently.
Then you weren't good.
No, I played with the tie-dye shirt guys.
Mark.
No, that's how much of a rebel I was. I came in on the tie-dye motherfuckers, and I was like lighting them up, bro. I remember we played a game of 21 that lasted until like 120 or some shit
that's
like
how
that.
You know he's legit.
Bro, I'm legit. I mean, I used to be at least. I don't know, because that's something you gotta keep up with. But like, yeah, I for real was like super into hacky sack. But anyway, if someone was like, you're super good at hacky sack, so you're going to be the hacky sack guy. I'd be like, fuck that. I don't want to play hacky sack for the rest of my life just because I'm good at it. So I feel like it's like that sweet spot where it's like, it's a combination of what you want to do and what you feel like you have a certain like, I think it's gonna come down more to the drive, not necessarily natural ability for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if we can just get people to like search within themselves, like what it is they need and what they want, I feel like that's where you're gonna produce the best quality human being just across the board. And everybody's gonna, and if we socialize and we can figure out who those people are, then we can like get everybody in their place, and everything will just kind of come together. Like the system will stop feeling so like out of rhythm. You know what I'm saying? It won't be so out of rhythm. I think society will get more into a rhythm when you like find that balance between individualism and collectivism. You know what I'm saying?
I've been taking a lot of classes on like studying education in America, funny enough, because I had to take it for my technical electives. And they do a lot of studies where, I mean, obviously, like, that's something that would be like, oh, that's the ideal America to live in. It's like every kid, you know, is given some sort of like exam when they're a baby, and like you identify their strengths, and then like you have success in life because they figure out exactly what you're good at and stuff. But like, I feel like that's more of like a fantasy than a reality, because it's like,
sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, it's like okay. So then, what if like you're interested in something else, like in the middle of you know, going through like you're growing up, like becoming a man or something like your interests change. You like you like to jump around and try different things. At least the normal person, and like, I don't know. They've been doing a lot of studies, like they're trying to push everyone into like computer science right now. Like, oh, everyone needs to learn how to do that. That's going to become, you guys are going to see it within the next 10 years. That's going to become like math, English, all that, like computer science and coding. Every kid's going to know how to do that. Yeah. And it's going to trip us out, because it's like, that's something that we never were exposed to. So I think that like, it's like the equality versus equity thing. Like, equity is like give everyone exactly what they need, whereas equality is like give everyone the same exact thing. Yeah. Equity, I think, should take over, because like we're gonna give everyone the tools to succeed. So wherever you're from, like whatever, you know, like background you have and stuff, like if you learn computer science, like you can become like 6-figure software engineer at Google kind of thing and everything. But it's like, do they want to do that, you know? Yeah.
Well, who's gonna mow your lawn?
Exactly, man.
The robots.
I mean, we can't all be.
It's all a clock.
The robots. And some people actually like mowing lawns. There's YouTubers out there that actually make it their whole thing where they go and mow lawns.
That's awesome, yeah. The guys that clean windows.
You just supported your case with YouTube.
No, but
YouTube.
YouTube.
We're gonna put this on YouTube, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry, YouTube.
Hey, we love you.
We love you. I watch you every day.
Dude, YouTube is amazing.
It's the
modern library.
Yeah, it's the only.
And we're in denial about it.
The only social media. That,
you can watch porn at the library too. I don't think you can watch it on YouTube. Hey, but the point is, like, the library doesn't just have straight up knowledge. It's a true fact. Here in San Diego, every library I've been to in San Diego, I've seen at least one homeless person watching porn. Okay, bro, I swear, every time I go to the computer area, I be looking like, God damn, bro, like
that's another
they
one.
all do that shit.
You manifested it.
I didn't manifest shit, bro. I just noticed one day.
The universe is drawing you to people that watch porn. I've never seen that in the library.
When was the last time you went to the library? When was the last time you went to the library?
Never.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly, bro. You on YouTube. That's why you ain't at the library no more. Exactly. I caught you.
I still read
hating on YouTube.
I look forward to those Sunday papers.
The articles.
Yeah, for real. I mean, because like the power of YouTube and everything, what I like about it is like, this is where the whole like freedom of choice comes. You can spend YouTube watching bullshit, which it's fun to watch bullshit and shit. I watch bullshit sometimes.
Or become an expert on something.
Or become an expert at something, because it's like collective shared knowledge. Yeah. Some of that knowledge is flawed, and I feel like that's where we got to come together as society, just like they used back in the day when they're like, don't believe everything you read. Think critically. All these sort of things.
We're kind of like, and I've told this to a lot of people, like, you guys have probably seen the videos where like deep fakes and like they can get the president to say anything now. Like, you just put his image on a face and it can say anything. So it's like we really have to understand now that like everything you see on the internet, like, you're the last line of defense, so you can choose whether or not to believe that shit, you know? Like, because like right now I think we're in the stage where it's like all jokes. Like, they'll make Biden say something funny or something, and then it's like, But like, if you think about it, it's like, dude, that can be used for like espionage, like
nefarious bullshit.
Like, of course, we're weaponizing everything.
Yeah, it's all fun and games until some guys like.
But you know what? That's always been society. Like whenever there's an advancement in technology, there's always my golden rule. From here on out, Bitter Melon podcast fans, golden rule in life. There's always one motherfucker. It doesn't matter what context it is. You know, if you go into a party
that he wants to fuck up the party,
and you're like, no one's gonna fuck this party up. Like, nope, there's gonna be one.
Like, I hate that. I hate that other people are having fun. Like,
there's always one. You always that's just common human knowledge. Like, just be aware of that. So like, don't be surprised. For instance, if like you're in a crowd of people, for instance, you go to a concert, everybody fucks with that artist. But for whatever reason, that one guy who don't fuck with the artist is there. Being like,
He's like, I don't like the beats that much, bro.
Yeah, don't fucking hyper focus on that individual because like that's just what they're on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta worry more about what you're on, and go from there. Because like,
we can't just sit and focus like, oh, AI is gonna like destroy the world and stuff. I'm getting into a talk about AI now. Sorry.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
But like,
this is the shit we're into
with anything.
We're undergraduates.
It's like it's just something you see in engineering. It's like, oh, whatever is the hot thing now, like, oh, AI, like artificial intelligence and stuff.
Yeah, it is
like,
the hot thing.
It can be used to destroy the world. It's like
it can be. For real.
But dude.
So can anything.
Like, it's the people that are controlling it that are using it for like evil and shit. Like, you can use it for really good things. You could change the world, space travel, but then like. Or you can just fucking destroy the world, It's
the cynical nature of the human species. Because when you think about shit, like, it happens when they first invented writing, there was somebody like, writing's going to destroy the world. Yeah. And they're not wrong.
Anyone,
they're not wrong, because imagine you could write a really nefarious idea, record it, and it could propagate through history. Yeah. And then at one point, maybe it'll be the thing, like, creating the nuclear bomb. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They put that shit into literature, and so now somebody 100 years from now who have nefarious sort of like intent and shit could be like, let me figure this out. You know what I mean? But like that's where I've been talking to Vu about this a lot. That's actually where like we started thinking about the podcast and everything. Is like, it's not set in stone that shit like that's gonna happen, because like this is just the typical ebb and flow of the human species. Like there's an advancement in technology. It can be used for good and for evil, and it will be used for both. It's what really is important is developing culture, because culture, the way I see it, is like just a bunch of people get together in one geographic region in the world, and we're like, we need to lay down some ground rules. It's like if you move into a house with somebody, if we move into a house with each other, we need some ground rules. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're all individuals, we all got different things the different ways of doing things and shit. If we just go do whatever the fuck we want, we gonna end up fighting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like particularly in a country such as the United States, where it's very cosmopolitan, people from all over the world come here. It's a huge melting pot, at least in certain pockets of the United States. Like, you're going to have conflict, you're going to have disagreements and shit, but culture is what makes you interact in such a way where, like, you can disagree, but not kill each other at the end of it. You can, like, find ways to invent powerful technology, but not feel the inclination to be like, you know what? Fuck the world. You know what I mean?
What's our culture in the U.S. in 20 years?
In 20 years?
Because, I mean, we
Samurai
get
Jack.
a lot of immigrants. Who shape and influence the current culture here.
They built America, to be honest.
Built America.
Built it.
But what's it going to look like in 20 years when we're all kind of like, hey, we're all Westerns, Americans. What's our or are we all going to eat mac and cheese?
First off, mac and cheese is delicious.
Is pretty good
Let's just
universally,
that.
universally,
quick,
universally. Right. Like, don't even. Come on now.
But so is chicken fried rice.
So is what?
Chicken fried rice.
Yeah,
I think it's like the term American's gonna just encompass all that, because it's like it's funny. A lot of the dishes that we eat were like peasant dishes, like immigrant.
It always starts that way.
Spaghetti,
slop
like all the Italian dishes that we love, spaghetti, all that, like peasant dishes.
Right. Even fried rice. Fried rice is literally the leftover rice from the previous night.
Exactly.
And it's delicious.
You look at the food. You look at the food of a nation. You know the history of the nation. I say that.
That's an overstatement.
Wow, no, dead ass,
bro. Hot dog. Yep. I know it's associated with America, but like, I mean, a hot dog ain't America, but I fuck with hot dogs.
Definitely America,
but it ain't
bro.
America.
There's so much history behind.
True,
like,
because
all these
it's
companies.
like a relative of a sausage, which is just meat encased.
It's encased, but it's like the leftover, the slop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm one of those guys. I fuck with the slop
of an animal. Yes. Yeah.
That's the peasant in me. I'm one of the ones.
Area, bro.
The kings throw the slop off the top of the mountain. Like, let me just go ahead and put this in some oil.
What's your history with food, Vu? Like, what's the passion?
My passion?
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, who's the interviewer here?
Yeah, that's
a good question.
We gotta.
I'm curious.
The script
I'm just since we like on it.
No,
since we on it.
You know what? Most of my history is just eating with my family.
Yeah.
You know, home cooked meals and like picking herbs from the backyard and helping my parents cook. So it was just very wholesome meals.
Yeah, and good memories.
Very good memories.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to give to, my customers.
That's awesome.
Oh shoot. I just
no,
don't worry, we ain't gotta say the name.
No, we don't know.
I'm a cook.
Yeah, he's a cook.
He's a chef.
No, he doesn't like that. I told him
that.
He's like, no.
Not a chef.
Not a chef.
Yeah.
What is a
chef? We all have to give credit to Casey though. She's the mastermind.
Nice.
Yeah, I hear that. Man, I should have. That one time I went in with my ex to your place, I didn't see you there, and I was like, damn, I don't want to eat here, but then I didn't know Casey was there, and then I remember you saying all the things about Casey. It's funny because I met her once, but it was like dark, so like when I saw her, I was like, she was like, oh hey, because like she knows I'm living here and everything, and she was like dropping off Ty and everything, and then like so when I saw her again at the restaurant, I was like. I remember her like trying to like, be friendly and everything. I was like, yeah, who the fuck is this? I was like, bro, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Vu's not here.
I don't know you.
But then the whole time that was the master chef, and I could have gotten like some good shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So
you slipped on it. Yeah.
I slipped.
I mean, that's a
common theme of my life.
Food. We can talk about food all day.
Yeah.
But we're here to talk about Dallas.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah. Like, what's your favorite food, Dallas?
How's this podcast going to go if we talk about ourselves all the time?
Now you just got to let the energy.
As long as you talk into the mic.
Hold on, Dallas.
Just make sure you talk into the mic.
Let's talk about some
You're like, hold up, Dallas.
Creativity here.
No. Do you like cook? Do you like any food?
Like, wait, food? What'd you say? Food?
Do you have like a favorite food? Do you cook?
Favorite food? Oh yeah, I mean like.
Are you like a bland?
For me, food like just because I'm into like fitness and all that, food is like
bland chicken.
No, food is like so. There's this. It's funny. There's like this guy named GT Dave, and he makes like kombucha. And I saw him on YouTube like a while back with some like meme video. But like I started like reading or watching his bio and stuff, and he said this thing. He's like, "Let your food be your medicine." And so I'm like, what does that mean? Like, like,
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm not like
that.
Yeah, I'm like,
he's right.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying like it's cool because once you start looking into that stuff, you're like, a lot of the food that you can eat it's like preventative, like to a lot of diseases that are like rampant in America, like heart disease and stuff. It can be prevented if you just eat like tomatoes, like I heard someone say like it prevents prostate cancer, like all this kind of stuff, like all these little things that no one knows where they come from. You can just never have to deal with them in your life if you just eat like a decent diet, like a common sense diet, like, oh, I shouldn't be eating cookies and everything. Like I'll stick to chicken and veggies, like simple as that. I fuck with
cookies so hard.
Yeah, but no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like it's kind of funny
I'm
too
a cookie
though,
fucker.
because why are we like genetically addicted to that kind of stuff? Is it because of culture or is it because of like
both.
We love sugar, like it's something
both.
we need.
That is my addiction.
Yeah,
sugar is my cigarette.
Oh, dude, like I was a soda fiend, bro. Growing up, like my god, like
same.
crack, bro.
Yeah,
like, crack.
That's
I destroyed my teeth off that shit.
Soda is worse for you.
It's literally than cigarettes.
Or
it is, yeah dude.
It's worse for you than like some drugs, like hard drugs out there. Like if continued soda use. Like just it's like acid,
Yeah, thank God I switched to beer.
Yeah, like honestly,
something healthy.
It's like at least it's made from some plants.
Yeah, I know, man. Like for real, fuck soda. But like, what's your favorite soda?
Yeah, no, honestly, okay, no, but like
you're a Mountain Dew guy, ain't you?
No. I'm
Code
like,
Red.
Like if you go to like a deli, and get like a nice Italian sub, like a vanilla cream soda with that, like.
Yeah,
like that's like an experience. Yeah,
it's a whole experience.
Yeah, but that's like the worst possible thing you could drink. Like. It's just all synthetic, like
I know. It's just straight.
Okay, you're on
syrup.
death row. What's your last meal, Dallas?
Probably. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me think.
No, this is rapid fire.
Okay, rapid fire. Okay, well now it's the first thing that popped in my head. Like it would be that Italian sub from this place that like I don't know. It's out.
Sub?
It's like salami, ham, provolone cheese, but it's all like fresh from the deli, like tomato, a little bit of mayo, some like lettuce on top, and then like you just got like a nice bag of chips, probably like jalapeno chips, and then a vanilla cream soda. And then I'll get home.
What's the name of the spot?
Oh, it's Cavaretta's Deli. Shout out.
Cavaretta's Deli.
In SFV.
See, this
Smacks.
is without those kind of people. If you fucking smack, we go ahead and give you a clap on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just all those restaurants out there.
Because claps was an STD in my ear.
Yeah. Well, it's just like any word.
You're gonna get the clap. All right, hold up.
Any
Melon,
word
baby.
in any language can have multiple meanings. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to make something rhyme.
Here on Bitter Melon,
so like,
we only deliver the clap.
We only. I mean,
real.
but the clap is good in this context. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
He's collecting them.
Okay.
Yeah.
For his Girl Scout.
Hey, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. But yeah, for real though. Like to all those people out there and shit who fucking just do their due diligence and their craft and shit. Like, cause I really hate when motherfucking restaurants just go straight up like profit model.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, cause I feel like, and this is like me, the modern American and shit. Not that I necessarily oppose profit and shit. I'm okay with profit, but not at the cost of like product and shit. Find that fucking sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm making good money, but I also put out a good product. Cause too often it's like I could make a better product, but it's gonna cost me too much money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I kind of understand that mentality, but like, bro, get creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your due diligence and like have some goddamn fucking self-respect.
It's
you know what I mean?
so easy just being the end product and the end user.
Yeah.
So easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
no. That's a real dude.
No, I'm telling you, I totally get it, bro. I'm not even saying that about you. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's a
lot
real
of,
thing. Yeah.
A lot of restaurant owners do not have integrity. That is our biggest thing.
Yeah.
Is
it's like a
you need integrity, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard when you used to buy a box of chicken for $30 and then now it's $120.
Shoot, yeah.
Right? Where are you gonna cut your corners?
Yeah.
You know, unless you're a real cook and you know how to be creative with ingredients, you know you're going to cut corners, bro.
Yeah.
There's no way about it. You want to keep the place open. You got to pay your rent. You got to all this bureaucracy.
Yeah, it's business.
You got to pay all your permits.
Yeah.
You know, like people drop by and audit you left and right. Mm-hmm. You got employees wanting more hours, and then the minimum wage just went up to $15.50.
Yeah. So now you got to.
You know, so you got to raise your prices.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't have. Look, I'm the kind of person I don't mind paying good money for a good product. Because I want what I paid for. Ideally, it'd be better than what I paid for. But I understand as a business owner or like someone who's trying to make some shit or sell some shit, like you got to sell it for like what it's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but I can't.
Rare case. Most people want quantity over quality.
Yeah.
I want quantity sometimes too. You know what I mean? Like I want.
I seen what you eat for dinner.
Yeah, no, yeah.
When I'm hungry, I want quantity.
Bro, I'm the heart disease candidate for real.
It's like, hold on, back to this.
That's why I was like, that man's spitting facts. Cause I don't eat for medicine. I eat to like shorten my life.
Satisfy.
You know what I'm saying?
Satisfy,
no. Beyond satisfaction, I eat till like I gorge myself, and I've gotten better, especially after like stop smoking weed as much. You know what I'm saying? Cause like. Dude, especially when I was younger, of course, because you're on some young shit. Like your guts are running; they're full.
Speaking of
they
when
can
you were
break it
younger,
down.
what was your childhood like, Dallas?
It was good. I just grew up.
You have both parents?
Suburbs, yeah, both parents and everything.
Still together?
Yeah.
Fucking rare, bro.
It is.
So
congratulations. It was one of those things where I'm like,
daddy issues.
Very like, what? No, you're like, wait, what?
No,
like I was super blessed, man. Like I had two great parents, super solid. They're very like social people, so I got to like learn how to make friends really well. And then my dad, they never went to college, so my mom.
Were you Jehovah's Witness?
No. No, I'm not.
Why didn't they go to college?
No, they just straight up like my mom did a little bit of college and then like just stopped because she had us, and then my dad like he didn't go. He was more of a working guy. School, he just said like school's not my thing, you know. And then so he just business after business.
Dude, I admire people that know what they want.
Yeah, man.
They just know.
Yeah, it's he was one of those guys. He said straight up, school is not for me. But he knows his worth, and he just grinded, man. He just worked, and like he built up businesses, and like all this.
What kind of business?
Like, so he did like a lot of like music related stuff, but like he's been in everything, you know. And I think that's like the strength is you got to be a guy that's like, what's hot right now? Like, I'm willing to jump into that. Not stupid things like, oh, like Bitcoin and all that. But
all
like,
right, so
yeah, but like,
does he have a hand in trap music?
No.
Oh my god, thank God.
Wait, hold up. You haven't listened to good trap. You listen to that mainstream trap shit. Because there is, as with every genre, there is crap. Because you probably listen to the trap that's like crap.
Who you listening to, bro? What trap artist?
Rap artists?
Trap.
We're
talking trap.
Honestly, I'm one of those people, like, I have a really hard time with like names and albums and shit.
I just like the artist.
Yeah. But like, I just listened to a really great hip hop album. Shout out to fucking Absol Herbert. That was a great fucking album. I just listened to it. It's fantastic. I love the theme of it. I love the message. I love just all of it. It's very inspirational. So that's something you can listen to. So you can go ahead.
He's on a new level with music.
Trap.
I gotta admit.
Yeah.
He's on.
He got so. I grew up playing piano and like I did all my lessons and everything. Or I think I was telling you earlier. Yeah. So I did my lessons, but as a kid, you're like, fuck this, you know, like, and like I have to go home and practice this every day. Like, fuck that. But I always like got like a little like crack hit every time I would play piano. I'm like, something in me, like I love like tuning into the keys, and like if I hear a song or something, I'm like, oh, I really fuck with that song, and I can play it on the piano. It's like, wow, like it almost feels like a loop closes, and it's like it feels complete. And then like, I don't know, I never really practiced much, and then I kind of stopped playing after a while because my mom's like, if you're not gonna practice, like I'm gonna take you out. And I'm like, that's fine.
Well,
you know?
Okay, so coming from an old dude,
but you play accordion, right, Boo?
You're like, that wasn't till episode 8, bro.
Coming from an old dude, the fact that your parents put you in piano lessons, they weren't thinking, okay, he's our next Mozart.
Yeah.
They just wanted to discipline you.
Yeah.
You know,
give you a little skill.
Have a little routine. You know, and that's all it was.
Yeah.
And my parents did the same to me. They put me in accordion for 4 years. Yes. I can join like
bro, that is so
Corrado.
funny.
What is that Corrado? Like
I don't know what it's called. You told me you're the accordion player.
The Mexican border music, bro.
You can really, bro. We should go down to the street. Go down the street and do a live fucking shit.
It's a type of music, okay?
Banda.
It's either that or folk music. Folk music.
Yeah.
That's
and I know that because of my dad. Like I know all that.
Yeah.
The
I'm
banda.
about to bust it out.
Yeah. Dum, 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 dum.
Bro, that's so
that would be
funny.
actually like a fun little thing to do, like just a little jam sesh.
Yeah,
cool.
Dude. Yeah, I keep forgetting you play accordion.
Yeah.
My ex told me that you fucking play accordion. I was
Yeah,
like, what? You never even told me that. And then she was like, yeah, that case right there is an accordion. And I looked at it, I was like, dude, I never even noticed that.
Cut this part out.
How much that accordion cost back in 1986?
How much?
Like probably at least
that
500.
thing was like $800.
How much? Like,
and it weighed more than me,
expensive as fuck.
and I had to lug this shit around.
was it like for like you were in band or something, or like?
No,
you just learned it?
I was a solo performer.
Nice.
Yeah, no, not nice. I had to do concerts and it was horrible.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I think it's always cool to just like it gives you like an edge to your personality, like when you just know something weird like that.
Well, I mean, it would if I told people.
Yeah.
But then like, Lantz blurted it out.
Hey, you just said my name. Now I can't do an alias, you motherfucker. So you just blurted out stuff too.
I'm sorry.
Good
Lance.
thing. Yeah, it's like good thing your
He
real.
lives in San Diego, ladies.
Good thing your real name's not Lance.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not Lance.
That'll be a thing though. Like, oh, my real name's not Lance.
It's not Lance. That's just some shit he calls me.
Yeah, we just call him that.
We call him LD.
LD.
I like that.
Yeah. Did
LD.
you?
That is my. I mean, yeah. Oh,
hey,
LD. Yeah.
My initials VD, which is what
LD,
you collect.
VD. Oh, no, don't, dude. Don't be saying that shit.
But you know what?
How you gonna say?
Funny that,
bro, you
that
were a Lothario back in your day. Come on now. Everything
disease.
you be telling me.
How did you guys even know that? That was like a 70s thing.
What?
Venereal disease.
Venereal disease?
Yeah.
Bro, because anything with a D in it and like letters before that, we already know. You know what I'm saying? Like it probably ain't good. You know? PTSD.
That's how you.
STD. Let's see what
Dang,
else.
bro,
BAD.
Hey, man's got a point. Bro. What the heck? You just like discovered something.
Yeah. Anything that ends in a D and is like preceded by some sort of like initials or something is like,
have you ever
ain't
noticed
good.
anything that ends in a D?
Yeah,
usually bad.
I trip on LSD. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, the D.
But let's get back onto Dallas.
Okay.
I mean, he had a really good childhood.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know? I'm really happy to hear that.
I feel like a lot of like it's on one hand it's cool when you grow up like that. On another hand, it's like there's always a lot of pressure on your shoulders because it's like, oh, you're the one that has to carry the family name to the next level. Like, since they didn't go to college, you're for sure going, and then you're gonna like do something. But I've said that to them, and they also told me like, nah, man, don't feel that pressure because like we're not expecting you to be, you know, the next like whatever, like some CEO of some company or whatever. They're just saying like, we just wanted to put you through college because we never had that opportunity to do that in the first place.
Great,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, that's so cool. It's so down to earth, and like, yeah, they're just cool people, man. They make friends with everybody. It's really like, it's nice, you know?
Yeah, man. See, this is what we're talking about—the power of good parents and shit.
Seriously.
This motherfucker right here is resilient, emotionally, intellectually.
That's why
many broken families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
When
especially in the United States. Yeah.
When people ask me like, "Oh, do you want to have kids one day?" It's like, well, you're asking someone who's in their 20s, like if they want to have kids or something. It's like most people would be like, dude, I'm not thinking about that right now. You know, I'm thinking about my next like party or whatever. But it's like, no, dude. Yeah,
your next step is a girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no.
Working on it.
Yeah, working on
it.
We're working.
Man, I see him. He's putting in work.
I'm one of those. I'm like
progressing.
like there's a big situation with modern dudes, and it's like we're so taught to like everything is about career. You know, like everything is about
fucking.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. It's like it's one of the two. It's like, okay, so you're either one of the guys that like all you do is go to school and you just like do school and like you really don't have a social life. And I was like that in the first couple of years of college, and then I realized like this is not a way to live, man. This is like a low quality of life. It's like, yeah, I'm doing well in my classes, but like who cares? And I think it's something you said earlier. It's like I'm talking to these guys that are already engineers in like the industry because they come to our school and stuff. And they're telling me like, dude, we don't care about your grades. We want to just know like cool projects and stuff that you've done, because then we're gonna hire you. And it was what you were saying, like, are you someone that we're gonna grab a beer with after work, or are you just some guy that we're gonna give you a task and we don't want to talk to you? Like, we'll just know you're gonna do it, you know? And I'm like, I want to be the guy that like I want to die surrounded by friends, not by like, oh yeah, thank you for working for us. Like, here's your send off check, you know. So like,
see, wisdom. Yeah. That's what happens when you got good parents. You think about shit like that.
Just
when you got bad parents, you're always trying to prove something.
Yeah. Very blessed, man. Very blessed. I've seen it. You know, it's like I go to school with like like my roommate right now. It's like he was in a similar situation, like the divorced parents and stuff, and like
classic.
I see how it can affect you, you know, and it's like at the same time, you know, you just like you got to be there for your homies too, like that too, you know. And that's one thing, is like I want to be a good friend to people that like maybe have gone through that situation. I'm like, you know what, bro, if you don't have that support, I'll be that support for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
because like you see, that's the thing, that's the power of having like, and that's why I say like there ain't no shame in being a great parent. Like I feel like especially with our generation and shit, people put a lot of emphasis on individual achievement. Like, I went to all these countries, I fucked all these bitches or dudes or whatever, make all this money and everything, which are fine things. I don't want to sit here and like dismiss them as if like,
those are your priorities in life, that's awesome for you, bro. I'm glad you've achieved whatever goals you've set ahead of me. Yeah. Just personally, it's like, those aren't my goals, bro. They're like, if you've, I don't know, I adopt a lot of like Stoic. I read a lot of Stoic philosophy and stuff.
Have you read the Meditations?
No, I've read like excerpts and stuff and like a lot of podcasts based on that. And like he had such interesting ideas because he was like this dude Marcus Aurelius. He's like the most powerful emperor. He can get any woman he wants. He can have sex immediately. He can get any food, any emperor, anyone's presence. And then he posed the question like, if you're a dude that you're just the richest, like money is not a thing to you anymore because like whatever you want, you can just get it immediately. It's like, then what's the point of your life? Because like we're basing our value on like whoever's richer and stuff. It's like, okay, now just for a mental exercise, like imagine you're the richest person on earth, the most powerful, influential person. It's like, what's the purpose of your life? What then, you know? Yeah. Like, okay, so you hit that goal, now what? Like, what are you going to do?
Yeah,
you
it's know? And now we tap into some of the existential dread that plagues the modern human.
Yeah, man.
With their modern access to knowledge and such, which is the fact that like you kind of realize at some level all of this shit, all of you done and everything you ever do will be forgotten.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
but
and a lot of people have a hard time coping with that.
And it doesn't that doesn't have to be a depressing thought, because then it's like but then you ask yourself, like, why do I care about all these people that like they don't even know who I am? It's like, why not spend my time with the people like that matter to me and stuff, you know?
Yes, we don't really know who you are, bro. Because all this is kind of like surface stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When you meet somebody, you're like, this is what I'm about, whatever. Right? But like, what are you repressing? Like, there's got to be something like you're angry about, or like you wish you can change or affect in the world.
Well, on one hand, it's like, oh yeah, I'm all high and mighty and like I love my family, and I love my family a lot. But then on the other hand, it's like, well, yeah, you do want to be like a baller in college and like getting chicks left and right, doing whatever you want and stuff. So it's like you're in this constant conflict, especially when you choose a major like this. You're in this constant state of like, I'm not having the college experience, you know, like the stuff you see in the movies. Like, I'm not having the college experience,
like Van Wilder.
Yeah, exactly, man, exactly. And I was talking
about, I'm just drowning in women.
Yeah, like dude's giving a speech like in the beginning of the movie, and he's getting head like under the podium or something. I'm like, exactly. I was like, damn, bro, I should have went freaking econ, bro. Like, yeah, like, damn it, bro. Yeah, you know,
liberal studies.
Yeah, like some
shit
that's easy.
Hey, teachers are valuable, in my opinion.
Hey, I'm not throwing shade or nothing, but there is a huge like gap in like workload in college, and it's so apparent that it's like, dude, like, wow, you know.
Yeah, no disrespect to any other major, just like they're all valuable. You know what
psychology.
I'm saying? Yeah, it's like psychology is actually a huge beneficial thing that you can use
if you take. Because we realize how important therapy is now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Because
back in my day, it's like if you couldn't make up your mind, you were a liberal studies, or you're a telecom, or you're a psychology. I'm sorry, that was 20 years ago.
No,
I'm sure the stage has changed. The scene has changed.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. Because we talked about this before. It's because, you know, fortunately, you're one of the individuals who experienced like a healthy household in terms of like your parents were solid. Yeah. You know, emotionally, supportive wise, they weren't too controlling. They found that right balance. I'm sure they weren't perfect and shit. I'm sure they fucking had their flaws and shit. You know, but like overall, they tried their best, and you walked away from it being like feeling fulfilled and everything. And I feel like in the modern state of modern America, one of the biggest issues we have is that the family unit is broken. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, and that's come from somebody who's had a strained family unit himself. And there's no disrespect to my parents, because the thing I really appreciate about my parents is like they always tried their best, but I had, for whatever reason, like either the emotional capacity or intelligence, whatever it is, to recognize that and just understand they were human at the end of the day. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't have that fortune where there's parents that want to stick around and try their best. You know what I'm saying? Because like I already told you, I don't know my birth father and everything. You know what I'm saying? But my stepdad came in, and when he came in, he did the best thing a father ever could do for any father, whether he was blood or not. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, the stepdad.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, you're fucking one of them. You know what I'm saying? I pay respect to that. I pay respect to anybody who takes the parental role as seriously as it is. You know what I'm saying? Because like whether we're in denial about it or not, you know what I'm saying? The fact is, there's two fundamental things that all living organisms on planet Earth share in common: survive and fuck. You know what I'm saying? Survive and fuck. You know what I mean?
Biology.
Deep. It doesn't matter, because even if you don't reproduce, I mean, when I say fuck, it's all about reproduce, survive and reproduce. Because like, there's actually species here on planet Earth that reproduce asexually. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter what organism you are on this planet, for whatever reason, there's two fundamental things that every organism has in common, whether you're a fucking worm, a human, or a fucking bird, whatever it is to survive and to propagate your physical makeup through time and space. You know what I'm saying? And so like, the thing about human beings though, is we are designed in such a way, whether we want to be in denial about it or not, we're very social. It's very valuable to have parents that care, that try, that are there for you, that teach you that you're worthy, that you're capable, that you ain't shit, but you may not be shit to the world, but you're shit to us. You know what I'm saying? And like those combination of those things is what I believe helps foster a culture which everybody kind of like comes together and is like, you know what, man, you're kind of fucking annoying, but I get it, man.
You're still part of the system.
You're still part of this.
I'm gonna
you know
respect you for that.
Yeah, exactly. Like you still got there's some basic respect amongst each other, except with my last landlord.
Let's bring Lance back in.
Oh shit, my bad.
On the tangent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no.
I mean, like going off of that, like, no, I'd say like one of the things that makes me no, you're good. One of the things that makes, I guess, like another thing that makes me bitter is like, so you'll like within the past 20 years, like things have changed so much to the point where like my parents will tell me about like how much fun they were having at this age, like, oh man, we were hitting clubs, we were doing all this like crazy stuff, and then I'm here like I'm just sitting here doing software. Yeah, like I'm just doing I've been doing homework for like the past 6 years, bro. When's that gonna happen for me? And it's like I'm recently, like within this past year, starting to learn that like things are different, but I can go out there and take fun if I want it, you know? And it's like, luckily it's funny because I was like telling everyone like this is the first quarter at school where I like my classes aren't as hard as they usually are, so like I get to go out more and do things, and I'm like, so this is what it's like to be like normal. I'm like, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy smokes.
Which there's value
like
to that.
In my generation, we had a better work-life balance.
Yeah. Definitely.
We weren't so caught up on. I mean, I feel bad for you guys sometimes.
It's like we have to learn so much more just because it's advanced much, you know? Like, well, everything is computer-based now, so like what I was saying earlier, like everyone's going to know computer science. But that's just like another thing you have to add to the list to survive in this day and age, you know? Yeah. It's like if like, yeah, you don't have to learn computer science, but like you're going to be useless to society or something if you don't learn, you know, that's what they like put in your head. And it's like,
dare you?
Yeah.
I feed people.
No, exactly, man. And it's like why not spend the time learning what people's strengths are? It's like social skills, like analytical skills, like financial stuff like that. It's like that's so important. And it might just be because I'm like in this major, but it's like all I ever see is like, oh, like, you know, you got to learn this new skill, you got to learn this new skill. Like Apple won't hire you if you don't know this and this new programming language. It's like, man, when does it stop? Like, when can I say I'm good at something?
I don't like
Never.
that because you know I majored in finance.
Yeah.
And all they would talk about is, oh, the top 100 Fortune 100 companies won't hire you unless you're like top 10. You're like, I mean, all this extra pressure for what?
Yeah.
You know?
Like, does it really matter? Yeah, like,
no.
This constant feeling like, oh, you're never good enough.
So, I go work for Ernest Young for what? I mean, those guys struggle. You know, they're constantly on the road. I mean, just so that they can say, I worked for Ernest Young.
Yeah.
You know, but then again, their life is kind of set. But if you like having your life dictated, join the military.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Like you said, yeah. I know.
Don't do it unless it's not a bad last option.
Yeah.
It's better than homelessness.
I'm sure if you go in,
but if you don't have to do it, don't do it.
if you go in with the right intention to like anything like the military and stuff, and you're like, this is where I want to get to.
Yeah.
I know that I got to go through this, because if you just go through it and you're going through boot camp and like you're like just doing it for exploration purposes, it's like, all right, bro, I don't know if you're gonna like that the best, but if you're going in like, I'm gonna become an officer, but I know that I have to go through this stuff first, it's like, yeah. And there was a point like way back in the day where I wanted to go to the Naval Academy like really bad. Yeah.
Ooh,
but then
Annapolis?
Yeah, and like because we went there on like a tour from my middle school or something, like and like we walked around. I'm like, damn, bro, this school.
Tour from the middle school.
Yeah, it was like a little East Coast.
Just sound how privileged you were.
Like,
I know you went on tours middle school, bro.
We went to.
I watched my fucking history teacher fight some kid who was like 6'4". He was Samoan. He was like 6'4", and he got his ass whooped. It was embarrassing. I felt bad for that teacher. I was like, oh damn, you got beat up by a 13-year-old, but also that 13-year-old was built like a 28-year-old.
Yeah, last year was like a 13-year-old had 2 kids and a mortgage. Like,
you know what's okay? So Dallas, so much you've identified yourself as a student, but I don't really think you're a student. You're a student right now, but what really are you?
So, like, it's funny that you bring that up because it's like this concept of labels, and I've been thinking about that like a lot because like everyone labels themselves and
everybody classifies.
And when it's a natural human thing, but when you do that, you also put constraints on what you can be. Like you put these mental constraints on yourself. It's like I don't know. I was talking to him about this. Like, it's this concept in like Buddhism of like experiencing something in its raw form without any sort of like label on it. And it's called like suchness, like experiencing something in its suchness. And so like one of the reasons I'm good friends with Lance is because like we have this same mentality of like just go out and explore something. And it's like the only label I would say now that I want to call myself is like the label of artist, because it's like, what's an artist? It's like, oh, it's someone that just they tap into like some weird part of human nature. They don't exactly know why, but they're just gonna keep going with it and stuff. And so like him with music and
I hope your parents aren't listening.
Like, I'm gonna be.
He's gonna be. Yeah, it's like so. I'm thinking about. Like I know I'm about to graduate soon, but I'm probably gonna drop out of engineering. Like that's like I just
I'm gonna
really
start doing heroin.
Yeah, like, I'm thinking about painting. Like,
yeah.
No, but see, that's the thing. Is like this when you say artist, it's like this concept of like, oh, what are you gonna do? Like paint and draw like for a living? But it's like no, it's someone. That's why like I think engineering and art are like coming together so much now, because engineering's not really a thing anymore. It's just like, oh, I want to build something that will solve this problem. Like, oh, there's old people and they can't get up the stairs. Like, let's build them an automatic chair that can carry them up the stairs because their knees don't work anymore. That's art, like that's it's what I'm saying. It's like it doesn't take some guy that studied math to be like, you know what, I want to help out my grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
facts.
However,
she can't
it
walk.
helps.
It helps.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Helps.
If you have formal training,
right.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know what a right angle is, you have no business building a stairs.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, but
unless you reinvent the stairs.
That's what I'm saying. That's human ingenuity.
Right there, bro. Right there, you're doing it.
Well, you
boxing
wouldn't
it
be
in.
able to reinvent the stairs if you just like, I want to be an artist.
That's not true.
It's
because the artist. That's what he's trying to say.
You need some basis for this.
Yeah.
You need some training.
Yeah, definitely. I
think
it
helps.
Yeah,
but you don't need training.
I think
it helps to have training.
So that's what
I would argue.
That's like about the thing going into something with intention. It's like if you're an artist and you go into engineering with the intention of like, what I learn within these next couple of years is going to help my art to be so much more complex than like what I wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, okay, then you can like really do some crazy stuff. And like I went to Vegas like over in December with some buddies and stuff, and we went to this museum called Meow Wolf, and it's like this crazy, you might have heard of it or whatever, but like it's this, so there it's just this raw art museum. This raw art museum, and it's like it's a supermarket. And this is why I love art, because it's just like so random, and it's like, all right, cool, let's see what's going on in their mind. So you walk in, it's a supermarket, like, and you're like, okay, so let me walk down the aisles and stuff. You're like, what is this, kind of an exhibit or something? You look at the products, and they're all like super weird, like alternate dimension products.
So no tuna helper?
No, like no, it'll be like tuna buddy or something like that. Yeah, like it's something like off. You're like, what is this? Like it's like an alternate reality. But what's even cooler is like, okay, so you're looking, you're laughing at all the products, and everyone's walking around and stuff, and then like you'll look at like a fridge door or something, like, oh, this is where they keep the milk, and you'll like go over to the door, and you like open the door, and then it's like a tunnel, and you're like, whoa, like, okay, so you'll walk inside the
like
fridge.
A speakeasy?
Yeah, but like, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like weird like that. Like there's rabbit holes, so you open the door and you walk in, and it leads you through some tunnel, and then you go into like the main exhibit, and it's this huge room, like alien spaceship, and like it's just this massive exhibit. You could spend like hours in there, and like all this weird raw stuff, and I'm like, something inside of you when you're in there, you're just like, dude, this is so cool.
So you're telling me if somebody like myself, who is lactose intolerant, who never browsed down the milk aisle,
you would never
find
this. You would never see the rabbit
hole. You know
hole.
what? That is life.
Yeah.
Because sometimes fate gets assigned to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you just open the milk drawer.
if you tell yourself things like, oh, I don't like that, you know, so I'm not gonna do it, then you'll never open that fridge door.
Well, I don't know if I don't like it. I think it's other people that don't like it when I drink milk.
Like I love ice cream. I think it's delicious. I want to try all 31 flavors. No, but yeah, that was. I don't know. I've been recently like that's like a theme in my head lately is art. I love art.
When I looked at you, I never thought you were a creative type.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
Yeah. Yeah, but
I mean, you look at Lance and he's wearing like, I don't know, what is that?
Am I creative?
Some animal on your head?
Hey, no, my friends. This was actually they got it from a
sweater,
they got it from a
squirrel.
thrift store, and I really appreciate it. I've had it for years. Thank you, Elijah and Rachel. It was a great gift because I always get compliments.
Nice.
So, but it's not because I'm
Looks
creative.
comfy.
I didn't buy this, but I love it.
Looks comfy.
But it makes me look creative.
Yeah, you look
Yeah.
like a rapper.
I look like a rapper.
Yeah.
Or like you're on
Drop a line.
Full House.
Drop a line.
Drop a line. I'm feeling fine. Done. Yeah, got my boy. He on the beatbox. I'm just trying not to kick rocks. Now I'm feeling like I'm about to lock it up. Now I don't know what the fuck I'm doing on the mic. Now I'm feeling real nice, but what the fuck do I go from here? Feeling like I never came real near the finish line. Now I'm just trying to come back, try not to. I don't know.
Okay, so you're not racially ambiguous anymore. You're definitely white.
Yeah. Yeah, let's cut that out. That was embarrassing.
So
nah, just having fun.
What's cool is Lance and I have been like, well, you heard us earlier, or whatever. Like, we'll just be fucking around with the instruments. Yeah,
That's
but
cool, man.
it's so fun. I've never been able to actually do that before with anyone.
Just jam
Yeah,
out?
just it's such a cool experience. Like,
Yeah.
so like he'll just play like it's easy, like just 4 chords, like dun 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 dun, you know, and it's like okay, keep playing that, and then I'll like sync up on the piano, and then like after a while, you guys are like tuning into each other, and then you're like, okay, now I'm gonna like break off a little bit and freestyle, and like you just come up with the coolest things.
All the jazz players are just slapping themselves on the forehead right now.
Yeah.
Well, you just learned jazz.
Yeah, no, like for real, yeah. I love the energy.
For everybody under 30, that is a form of music.
Yeah, like just so you guys know.
And there was even acid jazz.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What?
see, I don't
Acid
even know
jazz. You
about
got
that. That's a
acid
whole.
jazz.
That's a whole
Teaching the young
subculture.
folks
Just
now.
Google it. Don't
Okay,
ask me to
yeah,
explain this.
Yeah, okay.
I
Sounds
mean,
like you don't even know.
Like, I don't even,
Google it.
I don't
Bro,
remember.
I
Like,
took a jazz appreciation class. Okay? I know.
everyone told me to take that class at UCSD. I'm like, I'll try. I tried to get in, but I couldn't. It just didn't work out in my schedule. I'm like, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, some guy was like, I used to just like smoke up, bro, and go to that class every day. He's like, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
He's like, got an A. I'm like, all right.
Oh yeah, you'll learn some things.
Yeah. I love the history of jazz. Did you see Soul, that Disney movie? That was
That's a great movie.
That was
I think you like it.
weird movie,
Oh my
dude.
God.
Dude, it's really good.
It's like life, death, jazz, like the afterlife, like super trippy movie.
It's about death, yeah.
Yeah, you think it's at first it's like just some silly little Disney movie, and then like he'll just die in the movie. Like, sorry to spoil it, but
Yeah.
like no, I mean
Spoil away.
it's not really
Yeah,
a
spoil away,
a
fuck
spoil.
it.
Yeah, it's like kind of
We
part
do
of the plot.
spoilers on this motherfucker. You
Yeah.
don't like it, deal with it.
Yeah, probably just you might want to pause it right now. It's like
Yeah.
I mean,
Last of Us.
Disney makes so many good singing movies.
some
right?
yeah they make great.
They make great
Encanto,
movies.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that a singing movie?
I didn't fuck with
And
Cancel too
then,
much.
Some of their new stuff is not that good. I
Sing?
really don't.
Was that?
Sing, I didn't really watch.
That
Sing.
was
That's
the
another
guys
studio.
who made Minions, Illumination.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are Disney nerds. I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, I'm not. No, Soul though.
Soul.
I
Oh,
remember when
you really fuck
Fantasia
with
rolled
Soul.
out. That's how old
Oh
I am.
wow, yeah.
Oh really?
Okay, lie.
Like,
Lie.
I was like, alright,
I'm
bro.
like, you
yeah.
ain't 100 years old.
Yeah, like that's like
I remember
that's like
when
Walt.
Toy Story was a big deal.
Yeah,
Toy Story, bro. Toy Story is a big deal.
everyone loves. Yeah, everyone loves.
Man, Toy Story.
I was back when
That's
Disney was
defining.
Disney, bro.
Yeah,
As
that was
cliche as
back
that.
when
Yeah,
we were
Disney was
taking
Disney.
piano lessons.
yeah, exactly. Like,
Back in my day, Disney was Disney.
That back-
You know, even though Disney's been around for 125
it
years.
was back when Walt was in charge. Like,
Back when Walt was going ahead and on his racist shit, but that Mickey was hilarious.
Right,
So
when they
bad,
were
bro.
drawing penises in Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like-
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
the good old days.
The good old days.
Like,
Making me feel
what's up,
bad
bro?
about myself.
Yeah, yeah.
What's
That's
up, bro?
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I remember in high school they showed us some of the propaganda that Disney was like turning out at that time and shit during World War II and stuff. Like scrapped to beat the Japs or something like that. Like some.
Oh,
crazy...
they did a lot of war propaganda. I've seen those clips on
Yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Funny.
Like, and that tripped me out in high school. It's like, dude, war is scary, man. You got
Everyone's
Disney.
gotta do their part, man.
Yeah.
You got Mickey Mouse in a soldier uniform, but like, fight for your country. Ha ha.
Yeah, weird times, man.
Gotta do your part.
Yeah.
In fact, World War III breaks out, Lance, you're front line, bro.
I hope not.
That's why he's like, no, I'm getting this
dude.
degree, so I'm not front line.
I mean, we'll see, man. Cause like, we'll see.
Dallas might be in the control room, writing codes
I'll be
for
like,
the drones and stuff.
I'll be like, hey, Lance, do me a favor and head down to that beach right there.
Yeah.
You're like, nah, bro, I'm good.
You just
Step
like,
on that
go
little
ahead.
spot right there and see if it blows up.
Just see if there's a mine, bro.
Go ahead. Our sensors detect that someone's gonna go ahead and get fucked up right there. Lance, it seems like you're the closest one to the proximity. You can go investigate.
I get that. I get that Russia's like physically attacking the Ukraine and everything, but like war is gonna be all coding in the future. Like, how weird is that? This is not gonna be any man-to-man contact. Like, it's all gonna be like press a button, bomb someone like that. Like, it's all gonna be remote, and that's such a weird thing to think about.
So I disagree.
Okay.
Because
Comes the bitter.
Who is who is running all these nations? Old motherfuckers.
Yeah, old heads,
okay?
bro. Yeah.
Who you say MySpace, you're like, what?
Yeah. Even then, it's like, yeah. It's like, dude, you're not with the times.
They're just gonna send bodies out.
Yeah.
To take bullets.
Yeah, man.
That's
like
meat
always.
grinder.
Like always.
Like always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like always.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, all of life. And I feel like that's where Buddhism touches on some shit that I do agree with. Because, like, with most religions, I feel like, although I'm not personally religious or a believer in God, at least in the sense that, like, any current definition of God I agree with and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I think they do all, as with most stories, like, touch on some kernels of truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, like, one of the kernels of truth with Buddhism is, like, the cyclical nature of fucking just life. It's so strange.
Yeah.
Like, born, die.
The will.
Yeah.
Will. It's a circular will.
Bro, like, having a hard time meeting women. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude, it's like, what? It's like, yeah,
What?
you can see the guy.
bro, 100 years
not
ago.
faded yet.
Yeah, like, no, but like, that's like a real ass thing. It's like, okay, it's like, oh wow, another dude that's like struggling with women and stuff. But it's like, bro, that's a thing that like
Since
every
the dawn
guy
of time,
faces,
yeah,
bro.
the
Yeah,
dawn
why,
of time.
Why
No,
can
but
we not
Dallas,
talk?
are you struggling with women?
It's like, well, so that's the thing with engineering and stuff. I'm saying that if you dedicate yourself so much to one thing, like being this great student and everything, that has made me, and I'm gonna be honest, it made me lack in a lot of things in life. Now I like
what?
Like social, like growth kind of thing, like having a huge circle of like friends, all that kind of stuff. It's like you can't do that when it's like I have a midterm on Monday. It's something simple. It's like a simple little situation. It's like I have a midterm on Monday. Someone invites you to a party over the weekend. You just can't go. You have to tell them like I can't do that. So it's like one of those is fine, it's like, all right, whatever, like I can't go to one party, who cares? But when you have to do that like every single weekend, you're sacrificing like building friendships, to meet this goal. And that's just like, it's not good or bad. I'm not labeling it anything. It's just something that I've done.
Okay, let me lay out the alternative.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. That old man wisdom. What's up?
Think of the most popular kid in your high school.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that?
Yeah.
Okay, what's he doing now?
It's like I wouldn't know.
I mean, he's so popular, you should have followed him.
Okay, wait. Okay, let me think. Well, I mean, it's like
It's always some fucking
it's
generic ass name, bro.
Construction probably like I
exactly.
think so. Yeah.
So wouldn't he want to trade places with you right now?
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's my experience.
It's kind of the
popular kid in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Probably got 2 kids right now, and just working.
Nothing wrong with
to
that.
Pay the bills.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But it is a tough lifestyle.
Exactly.
You gotta be about
it.
it.
It's a tougher choice.
Yeah.
Right. What about you, Lance? Most popular kid in high school. What's he do now?
Oh, not necessarily most popular kid, bro. I remember like I ain't trying to make this about me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, but let me know if I get carried away. There was this girl in high school, very popular and everything, and her and I had, teenage feelings for each other and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Was it one way or two way?
Depending on the day. Depending on the day. Sometimes it was her, sometimes it was me. It's just like, because I already got I got my mommy and daddy issues, and but like at that time, like I was like unaware of them and everything, so like I was on some weird shit with women and shit, you know what I'm saying? And so like with her, like I did find her attractive, and I did like have an attraction to her because I feel like we had something in common, which was like our emotional instability and shit. And like I remember, damn, it's crazy. I remember like, so I mean, ultimately nothing happened and everything, but like she was notorious for being a party animal and shit, and kind of like getting into situations. And I remember one of my friends hit me up and be like, "Yo, I saw her on the news." And I was like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, check this out." And I saw her on the news getting arrested and shit. And she went to prison for like 5 years or something like that, because like some shit she did, because she got hooked on some shit, and then she got, you know, fell into some stuff. And I really hope,
like,
yeah, drug related, and it's really unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? And I really hope, you know, she found herself and everything like came out all right, because I remember during those times, you know, I suffered from white knight syndrome, and I was like recognizing that within her, and like trying to find ways to like quote unquote save her, you know what I'm saying? But that's where you realize like, well, as you get older, as I've gotten older and everything, realize that like there's only so much you can do for people. And like with her, it was kind of that same setup, like so beautiful. I mean, I like brown women, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought she was so beautiful. She had long, thick hair. Like she was like, when she wasn't feeling like in that headspace where like she was getting wild and shit, like she was great. But then the years went by, and then I found out she got hooked on some shit and got caught up in the wrong crowd, and she went to prison.
But why did you think she got hooked on some stuff? Because I'll tell you right now, the most popular kids were the most insecure kids.
They are.
They were just very good at covering that.
Yeah.
You know, they were very good at covering their bases, right? Like, I'm cool. I got everything going my way. I'm popular. Where are they now?
Yeah, because you're right. Because the insecurity, we all know what the root foundation of that is most of the time, and we come back to what we're talking about is parental issues. You know what I'm saying? Like having a weak family unit. I don't know if that was necessarily the case with her. I remember meeting her mom one time. She seemed like a nice lady, but you never know with people. You know what I'm saying? You never know what's really going on and shit. But like, even with my own shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it may be hard to believe, but I was very quiet. I didn't talk very much.
But you're right. We don't know what was going on with her mom.
Yeah, exactly.
You never. Or her premise dad, of this podcast, because you know, if I walked down the street and I saw Dallas, I was like, oh, just another white boy.
Yeah. Just like, another white boy, NSD.
Going
to a brewery.
Just, you know, studying, doing his engineering work and stuff like that. But dude, the fact that you sacrifice not going to parties right now,
it's huge.
It's gonna pay off down the line.
That's what, and it sounds like something so small, you know. It's like, oh wow, you can't go party, bro. But it's like,
it's significant.
Yeah, but dude, when you're growing up, you're like, I want to be building my social skills, like all that kind of stuff. And it's like, as superficial as that sounds, it's like, it's important because that's how you make friends.
It
is
like, because we're social creatures.
Yeah, exactly. We're social creatures, bro. We can't just ignore that. Like you can be that guy that's like, oh, rise and grind, like, you know, like I don't give a fuck about anybody, like I'm just all about my business, like, but you're not
till you hit that grave.
Yeah, dude, exactly. You're just ignoring like your humanity. You're like, bro, you definitely want like love, you definitely want companionship, like don't.
How many Elons do we need?
Exactly, man. And
really?
So this is a cool story actually, like a segue. Like I remember I used to be all about like, oh, I want to be like so and so, you know, fill in the blank when I'm older, like Steve Jobs, Bill Gates. Everyone says that shit, bro. If you live in America, everyone's like, I want to be the next Elon Musk.
Yeah.
But I said that to this one kid. This one time I was like, who do you want to be like when you're older? Because I was like in that mentality at the time. And it's a weird question to think that I asked that. I'm like, who do you want to be like when you're older? And the kid said to me, he's like, I don't want to be like anybody. I want to be like myself. And I'm like, and like, it was just a simple little response, but that stuck with me. And I'm like, yeah, man. I was like, fuck yeah, bro.
That's
like like
wisdom beyond your years.
Like I don't want to be
the
Elon
biggest
Musk.
Wisdom.
Yeah, like Elon, let Elon be Elon,
and maybe he is being himself.
Me. Yeah,
and it just so happens to align with like the times where it's like he's just the right combination of things. Where like he is who he is. You know what I mean?
He's the right guy for the right job.
But how do you balance walking on that razor thin line of being an individual and being somebody, a citizen of the United States?
Yeah.
So like. Individualism, that's why we're in trouble with the vaccines, that's why we're in trouble with like all
people
this,
don't want to take that
right and left politics.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Everybody wants to be their own individual self. How do we balance that?
Culture.
Culture.
We come together. And we have conversations like this where we like talk amongst each other. We get to know each other and like really. And I think it's a culmination of like culture. Culture is like the collective aspect of society, but what is a collective but a summation of individuals?
Yeah.
And I think at some level we have to hold ourselves accountable, which I know we have a hard time in the United States and shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to the rest of the world. I know.
Super hard.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all about getting to know yourself. What do I need? What do I want?
Yeah.
And how can I attain those things without destroying the world in the process? Because you can get every goddamn thing you ever want in this world.
If you're willing to crush someone under your foot.
Yeah, if you're willing to sell your goddamn soul. The world, what is it? Yeah. I think there's a Red Hot Chili Peppers line. I could be wrong about that shit. Like, you could have the world at the cost of your soul. Or maybe that's Revolution. I don't know. One of those two.
Oh, you messed with Revolution?
Bro, yeah.
They're
I'm from
Christian
San Diego.
rock.
Are they now? They used to be
Lance
reggae.
Lance is like, I know good
They're
music.
Christian reggae rock.
Oh, really? They have some good songs.
I love them.
Yeah. No. I fuck with dude. If you get high and listen to Revolution, at least in San Diego has a very weak music scene, unfortunately. And like, they're not from San Diego, I don't think, but like that's the kind of vibe. Like the very little music scene that's here is like maybe like reggae.
No,
you know what I'm
San
saying?
Diego breeds running backs.
Running backs. Yeah. No, we got Kawhi Leonard. We got Marshall Falk. We got Steven Strasberg.
What was that guy from
I don't
Helix?
know. What's up?
Shit. What was that guy from Helix?
Oh, Reggie Bush.
Yes, Reggie Bush.
Reggie Bush is from Helix.
And then
that's right.
That's right. Guy from
he was decent.
Mission Bay. Adrian Foster.
Oh, Adrian Foster from Mission Bay?
Yes.
Oh, he was nice for a second.
Yes.
Oh, Arian Foster.
Arian Foster.
Yeah, he was nice for a second. Yeah, before he get injured.
Foster?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds racist.
Travis, if you listen to this, go ahead, because Travis is like a big Texans fan. I just remember like it's pretty sure it's Arian Foster. You know what I'm saying?
I think it is.
Yeah, Arian Foster.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some shit coming out of San Diego and shit, but like surprisingly for being like next to Tijuana, so basically we're one of the biggest like multicultural hubs in the world. I would think. I could be wrong about that shit. Like our music scene and our culture scene is kind of like stagnant.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that shit last night at the brewery with that dude. Like that's why I wanted to like jam out with him and everything. He's like, bro, because like we're just like 2 hours south of the music capital.
In the music scene? What city is thriving in the music?
L.A.
Isn't like Atlanta like a lot of rappers?
Atlanta's another good one. North Carolina.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of like Midwest. Funny enough, nowadays, like
Austin.
Yeah.
Austin. Yeah. Austin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a lot of cities that are
States,
not LA, basically. Like that's where the music scene's popping. At least for like rap, hip hop.
LA is just like a mecca.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For music and culture.
I don't think there's really like a place anymore again because of the internet. Like
the bedroom producers liberate the musician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro.
It's like
put your shit out there.
Internet,
I encourage all.
Like it breeds like all this negative stuff we're talking about, but then it also breeds like freedom like that, bro. Like I don't need to live in some city now to have like a label, you know?
Bro, I've talked about that all the time.
The media talks about the negative stuff, but honestly, we here at Bitter Melon, we know most people are like us.
Yeah, man.
Most people are good-hearted people who just want to live their lives and move forward.
Yeah, feel some satisfaction, you know, like build some skills. Like, yeah, man, I'm good at this, you know? Like
there's value to that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
In the United States, we've lost touch with that because, I mean, I know maybe it may come to a shock to y'all, but like I'm super into history and stuff, and I go through binges, which like I like delve into the history stuff, but I ain't no expert in nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like familiar with it more than the average person and stuff. And I feel like culturally speaking, at least as the propaganda goes, you know, one of the root motivations that enabled the United States to elevate itself geopolitically as like a powerhouse was that sort of drive and ambition to like really emphasize individual rights and freedoms, you know. And I feel like that's, if we're going political and everything, like that is like one of the quintessential concepts of like early democracy and everything, or at least American democracy and everything. And I feel like over time that shit's gotten like, as always with any cause, with any idea, gets hijacked by like a multitude of individuals with their own personal motives and stuff. But I feel like there ain't no reason why we can't take a step back, breathe, and be like, this is what I want, this is what I need, and how can I channel those things of what I want and what I need to like in such a way where people around me are impacted positively.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you fucking cook great food. That is a positive impact. And you talk to people. You know what I'm saying? Very important. You're out here trying to go ahead and, you know, do your engineering thing. You know what I'm saying?
And it's
like,
for like, it's like I'm doing engineering, but I'm doing it not because like, oh, I want to get rich. That's some guy working at Apple. You know, it's because like I want to use engineering because I saw it as a powerful tool to like, if I study this shit, bro, that means I can get into projects that are really gonna like change the world, like people in Africa, you know, like that's a
always Africa,
one.
Right? Typical American.
No, but
Africa
like,
needs our eyes.
Like that. No, but it's like,
well, don't worry, China's got that.
People, it's like I'm gonna take that back, bro. It's like Africa.
I'm gonna take.
Yeah, no. If
going
you
back
see
to Africa,
if you see in Africa now, bro, they're like
bad choice,
bro.
like, bad choice of words.
But like you know, people around the world that don't have like basic infrastructure that we take for advantage. It's like I know the Navy, like the Seabees. Like I remember meeting some dude in like when I was in the math tutoring center, and he's like, yeah, my dad was in the Seabees, and he's like, that dude would go around the world and build like basic like systems like plumbing and housing and water and stuff just for people that just didn't have that at all. And it's like weird for us to think about that. It's like they couldn't like wake up and like take a shit, you know, and have like flushing.
I know, that is such a huge luxury.
That's the kind of
I think
shit,
about that shit too. Yeah,
that's the kind of shit I want to do with my life, bro. I want to do that right there. Like,
I respect that.
Yeah, that's like I want to do something weird and niche, but like something that really like matters. And to me, you know, that might not matter to some people.
But that's kind of the problem, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we are wanting to influence other countries with our Western views.
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know, I mean, like when you consider like a country like Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
Where our minimum wage is $15.50, and they make about $30 a month.
Wow.
So 2 hours of work.
Yeah. That's how Cuba is too.
Right? So like, I mean, like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I feel indifferent about that.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like we're imposing Western ideals. Isn't that funny to think about though? It's just something you're like, no, this is good. Like they need this. It's like, who are you to say what they need?
And that's why the Middle East hates us.
Middle East,
you know,
Russia.
We feel like you shouldn't treat your women like that.
Yeah.
They're human too. You know, unless they speak up for themselves, we shouldn't support that.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I'm sorry, I take that back.
Yeah.
That came out wrong.
We
should totally support the fact that women want to speak up for themselves.
Yeah.
But in their culture, traditionally, that's not the case.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't say, no, this is how it should be.
Yeah.
Because that's not how it is in the U.S.
Yeah.
It's like we're the poster boy for the world, you know, like.
Yeah, that's like, the arrogance that people talk about, they get annoyed with. And I kind of get it at some level because, like, it's true. Because, like, bro, it's context to context. You know what I'm saying? The American way is cool sometimes, but sometimes it's not. You know
but sometimes it's all about money. Because, like, it's all about money sometimes. You know?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And you can see it so obvious.
With school,
like,
we were just talking about earlier, school and shit, that's a prime example. The American way clearly is not superior in that sense, where it's like, bro, that girl we were talking to last night, she seems like a well-educated individual.
Yeah, man, it's
determined and stuff.
Isn't that cool when you meet people from different parts of the world? That's the one thing I like about public universities.
Bro, that's who we should interview. We should
we should just find.
You guys get her contact?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we could totally like
hey,
talk
let's
to her.
Call her up.
Yeah. It's cool to like
right now.
Oh, not right now.
I'm like, hey, right now. I'm like
American way, right now.
She's like, I'm studying.
Right now.
Like, hey. No, but like, that's the one thing that's really nice about college. Like, so that's the thing. It's like you can sit there and talk shit all day, but if you like do that, you're just gonna be in a negative set or like a mindset all day. So like, you got to just sit there and be like, okay, what's positive about college? Well, you're meeting people from all over the world, and like, genuinely, like, you see how different it is. Like, even though they're just a country away. Like how different they grew up, and like their like outlook on life, and like I don't know, that girl was telling us like to go to med school in like a different country like France, for instance, like right out of high school you can just say like I want to go to med school and you'll get into med school, but you have to stick to that path and study it. Whereas here it's like cutthroat competition, like oh, you're UCLA, I'm Berkeley, like we're going head to head to get into whatever med school, like and whoever comes out on top, I'm gonna crush you under my feet. You know, it's like, kind of way is that to live?
But that's skewed, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, if they're going to college here, they're from a well-to-do family.
Yeah.
You know, like I had a really nice, friend in college. Both his parents were surgeons.
Oh, wow.
He was from Hong Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, bro, you had it great over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I'm just a son of a parent that my dad's a shipbuilder.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's an assembly lady, like making minimum wage. And then now I'm hanging out with a kid who both his parents were, surgeons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, like his first car is a Acura NSX, which by 20 years ago was like 80,000.
Damn.
You know, they have a very different view of life. So, like, I don't know. Take for a grain of salt. I mean, like, foreign exchange students, they probably came from a well-to-do background.
Yeah, especially if they're going to school in America. Yeah.
Or UCSD.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's very common, You
can usually discern, though. It's not really hard to discern. Like, the guys that are like, it's all about the money. And then the guys where it's like, oh, no, you're actually giving me, like, an interesting... Yeah, but, dude, that just goes with... Yeah, that just goes with the thing, though. Like, anybody,
you would
though.
know.
Yeah. I would know.
You would know.
Oh, no, I've conversed with the types. Like,
I know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, but that also goes with, like, look, I'm not labeling anything, like, good or bad, but, like, judging people and stuff, like, at face value, you know? Like, I used to be, like, the guy that's like, okay, I'll go to a party, and you see a frat bro, and you're like, he's just another frat guy, bro. You already know what he's about. But I met a lot of people recently, like, where you consider them the frat guy, and then you're like, you know what, but I'm going to have a conversation with him. Let me get to know him. Let me ask him some serious questions, no superficial bullshit. Like, let me ask him, like, what are his interests? Like, you know, what are you about, bro? And sometimes people, like, once they realize they don't have to act the frat guy, you know, they don't have to act for you. They're like, oh, this person actually wants to know who I am. They'll open up to you, you know? And, like, and then that's how you make friends. And that's what, like, I crave now, bro. I love organic fucking relationships, bro. I love that shit.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's what I'll be saying about what's so quintessential about culture, because that's culture.
Yeah.
If you have a culture where you tell each other not to trust each other, which is true at some level, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you in a dark alley and somebody with motherfucking, like, goddamn tattoos and a big ass, like, like they're about to fucking slug you and, like, take your money and shit. Yeah, but, like, also, but if you're in a bright, middle of the day complex and some person tries to strike a conversation with you, like, you know, what's wrong with just, like, entertaining a little bit? But of course, if someone doesn't entertain it, don't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? Which is, like, such a quintessential lesson I've learned recently in my life, which is, like, don't take shit personally necessarily.
It's the stoic kind of way of thinking.
Exactly.
Going back to that.
The stoicism.
Like, stop taking shit personally. Be indifferent to things, and watch how much power you get from not reacting to things that would make everyone angry.
Because people go through some shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I do sometimes. Like, I've had it where even with my friends and shit, they catch me when I'm in, like, one of my emotional episodes and shit. Yeah. And it's like I just ask them to, like, you know, hopefully, understandably so, it's difficult to do, like, just don't take it too personally and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, if you can do that, then you can, like, see the value in a person. Because, like, too often we, like, again, such a huge emphasis on, like, perfectionism here in the United States and everything, where it's like a single flaw, I'm done with the person. You know what I'm saying? Dating especially, you know what I mean? To all the women out there, like, 6 foot and above. Like, if you 5'1", relax. Like, you ain't gonna get no 6 foot dude. I mean, maybe you will, but, like, just because they're 6 foot doesn't mean, like, what if they got a shitty personality?
Aren't you 6 foot?
No, I wish. You're fucking.
Look at him, bro. He's talking from his pedestal.
Dude, wait, who's taller?
No, I'm 5'11".
I'm like 5. I'm 5'10" if I'm being generous.
No, you're not 5'10", bro.
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
Because I'm like 5'11" 3/4.
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying I'm shorter than what I'm saying?
No, I thought you were taller than me.
No, you're taller than me.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
Thank you, McDonald's. I'm a product of McDonald's.
All that HGH.
Yeah, all that HGH got you going, bro. You're an anomaly amongst the Vietnamese community.
McDonald's. I mean, imagine having to eat home-cooked meals every day. McDonald's
sounds terrible.
A treat.
Yeah. Sounds awful. It's like, right? What a fucking nightmare.
Then you only realize that after 30.
Oh, of course, yeah. When your gut starts shutting down, you're like, ooh, like, all the preservatives are, like, not preserving.
Yeah. Oh, that's not good for the human body? Like, like, it burns my stomach lining. Like,
self-discipline is another thing we have an issue with here in the United States. You know what I'm saying?
That's so, like, that's something I like struggled with a lot in the beginning of college. Is like in order to succeed in engineering, you have like it's not a question. You have to have a measure of self-discipline.
Yeah,
You've seen it, bro. Every kid that like we were in like the earlier classes with, like they would tell us things like there would be an assignment due on like Monday, for instance, and you can choose to be one of the guys that's like, I'm gonna divide and conquer. I'm gonna work Monday through Sunday, like at least put in an hour every day on this assignment, so I don't stress out and like have to do it all on Sunday. And then there'd be like that dude that comes up to you like, oh, have you started it yet? And it's like Friday, and you're like, yeah, bro, I started. Like I'm pretty far through the assignment. They're like, oh yeah, I haven't done it yet. Ha ha ha. Like they're laughing. I'm like, were you busy with other classes? They're like, nah, I just got lazy. And it's like, dude,
no, I'm just a fucking genius.
It's like, yeah, no, and
good
hey,
for them,
bro, no, but that's
dude.
awesome. Like that's awesome if they're genius and they can pull it off in like 2 days. But I've seen kids fall and like drop out of engineering, like a lot of them, because they just like, it's like basic work ethic, bro. It's like just a little bit of time every day, man. Just put it in, you know.
That's some sort of muchismo, right?
A little bit.
Oh, dude, I got 2 hours sleep. I'll start on it.
Yeah, man. It's like, why do you believe, like, whatever made you believe that you can, like, cram this assignment in 1 day,
right?
Bro?
Because
like,
Dallas, I mean, on paper, you're a successful student, right?
Yeah.
I heard you got like a 3.6.
I'm all right.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
It's like, wait, Lance, no. He's threatening you, bro.
We're going to have to
Lance, you son of a bitch.
Just turn off the mic.
I want people to like me, bro. Come on, bro.
I mean, be proud. You worked hard for it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I worked hard and I ain't got it.
Yeah, it's a lot of experimentation and, like, being honest with yourself. Like, it's like, okay, if you want to do well in engineering, like I said, you got to sacrifice a lot. So all these fun things that like is the college experience, it's like I just said to myself, like I don't get to do those things. Like I have to be the guy that's like, guys, you know, like I love you guys as friends and stuff, like it's cool, but like I gotta be in this Saturday, you know. And they're like, like I remember a lot of my business major friends, they'd be like, oh, like they would get mad at me because I would be so dedicated to studying, and I'm like, dude, it's just what I have to do. It's necessary. And then one of them one time, he was like he was getting all mad at me and stuff, and then he was like, you know what, bro, you're just jealous because I'm a business major and I actually have a social life, and all you do is study all day, and it's always gonna be like that for you. And he said that to me, and I'm like, and then
not wrong.
You know what?
Bit.
Yeah, and you know what I said? You're totally right, bro. You're totally right. I have no life and stuff, but that's what I chose.
Yeah.
And that's not good. It's not bad. It's just what I chose. And it's just, if I want this degree, if I want this degree, it's what's necessary, you know?
Exactly. Well, that's why I brought up, like, did you know any popular kids in high school?
Yeah, totally.
Because would you rather party with nothing in your wallet?
Yeah, man.
Have a career and then party.
Exactly.
And go all out.
Yeah.
It depends, man. Because one thing you can't buy is time. You know what I'm saying? There's something magical about being 21. Yeah. You with the other 21-year-olds. You got your hands in the air and you just don't care and shit.
That's what you
think.
Maybe there's a work-life balance.
Yeah.
I agree. Balance is the key to everything.
I think if you want to, you'll always find a way, no matter what age you are, to have fun.
Yeah.
With what
it's called spring break.
Exactly.
Not necessarily. Not engineering. Sometimes spring break is, let me go ahead and start studying for the next fucking class.
Let me mentally recover from getting beat that last quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just go into a cave and just like
what you do mentally recover is go out and have some fun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now sometimes that shit is just like, I mean, you know, bro, you at the age, like, you know how it is. You go out and it's like, all I went to was like, I don't know, some shit, and I need to relax.
That's the thing. I'm like 25 now, so it's like, even for me, like going to clubs and bars and stuff, bro, that's not really that fun. I've never, even when I was younger, I didn't like doing that. Like, it's not my thing. But I said, like, you know, I'm gonna try it. Like, maybe I'm just being a stickler. Like,
try it.
I'll go there. I'll go out and stuff. And I notice I have a lot of fun when I'm with people that I really like, you know. But like,
exactly.
Like the actual act of going to a club, like I would never just do that on my own now.
No one does that shit.
Because it's
not.
really not.
Are you a bad dancer?
No, I'm a great dancer, bro. Yeah.
Are you really?
I can really get
Dude,
down,
hold
bro.
on.
Oh, you're a great dancer. Oh, you can shuffle. Oh,
no, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Bro, he's the
Take
one.
that. Edit that out.
No, this Dallas can dance, ladies.
Dallas can dance.
So, you know what that's
a big one,
about
bro.
a guy that can dance. He can move his hips.
So this is actually a good subject that we can pivot to, is like, what things, like, when you play into your strengths and stuff, what things get you like more women and stuff. And we were talking about this.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because he was so I just told him the other day, I'm like, yeah, I play piano, and then I showed him, and he's like, and then I'm over here like telling him like, bro, I'm a nerd, like it's tough for me to like with women and stuff.
Dig that.
They love
and
it,
then,
dude.
But
they
no,
love
so
it.
that's like a total PSA, like public message that we need to spread around is like,
bro, everyone knew that except you,
stop
bro.
trying to be, stop trying. No, I didn't. Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. It's like you would think it's common sense, but for guys like me who've been off the grid for years, like I don't know, like how to just social, like what
grid.
Yeah.
I'm 49.
Yeah,
I literally.
this is why you gotta spit the
Well,
facts,
like,
bro. You gotta
like,
spit the facts, boo.
off like the social grid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I
like
know what
just
you mean.
like all about the books, not about human
See, that's the
interaction.
trade-off you have when
Yeah.
you pursue those sort of like noble endeavors and shit.
Well, you
is
see
like
all-
you sacrifice
dude,
that
yeah,
shit,
I
and
mean-
you get stunted, perhaps emotionally
bro.
and like socially.
Yeah,
And
whatever
we
you-
see
yeah.
it all the time in electrical engineering. I know plenty of dudes,
Temporary.
mostly dudes,
Yeah.
unfortunately, when it comes to engineering and everything. And it's temporary, but also
It
there
doesn't-
is some value to having some social skills where you finally get in that position of like power and money and like all those sort of things where like you could recognize the difference between someone who's just trying to get at you because you in a position
Mhm.
and someone who's trying to get at you because they really like you.
That's important too.
And they don't know that.
dynamics.
Wait.
like knowing
The
that.
way you're saying that, you're making women sound scandalous.
Not all women. It's just like it's the same thing with men too,
Just
though.
because
men
you had
men
some
are that
personal bitter
Bro, there's-
experiences, thus Bitter Melon.
No. There's plenty of
Perfect
women.
podcast.
No, there's plenty of women out there, or men as well out there too. Like, bro, if they know that was a rich woman or something, they'd be like, "Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you got money? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's less common, but it's still a thing." And I think it's just because it comes down to human nature. It's not necessarily restricted to genders,
Common. Yeah, I don't think it's a thing.
but it's still a human nature sort of
But
thing,
then
and that's
again,
where
I'm not
social
rich.
skills. That's where social skills come into play, though. Like having the social awareness to be like, there's individuals out in this world. I'm not gonna be cynical saying they're all like that or even the majority, but there's enough out there. We have to be aware of that, and you have to have the social skills and social experiences to know like, oh, this person is just trying to get something from me. You know what I'm saying? Or this person is trying to like fuck me over. You know what I
Bro.
mean?
Electro engineer, what they gonna get from you?
Money.
Can you set my iPhone?
like
money. Fuck, bro.
Bro, money. That's
No.
man, one of the core
No,
roots.
it's not
Yeah.
money. It's stability.
Which is money
Yeah.
in America,
Stability.
in the United
No,
States.
you gotta be mentally stable. You gotta be financially stable.
Yeah.
No, that's
important.
older women who are more experienced.
Are you saying I'm old? Okay.
Yes.
You will.
Older, and that's the value though.
Turn
They're
my
getting
mic
older.
off. Like,
Yeah,
Turn
yeah.
my mic off.
Bro,
What is this thing called? A podcast? Like, it sounds like beans.
Bro, that's what I'm saying though. Like there is
something to
like
do with coffee or something.
I've experienced that since I was younger. I've always been told like older women would appreciate me just because of my mentality and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand that because being young and impatient and shit. I'm like, no, I want that now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as I get older,
out in the field, everyone.
yeah.
We're gonna
We
take
should
Lance
do
out there
some
and
field
test us
tests,
out.
bro,
We
yeah.
should do.
Yeah.
We should do it.
Come
Fine,
back
let's
with
do
more.
it. Let's do it.
Come
I'm
back
fine
to
with that.
report. Yeah.
You know what I'm
We'll
saying?
do
I've been like, so within this past year, I've actually been doing a lot of self experimentation because, like I said, this quarter is one. you said pause, bro. Like, hold on.
He's experimenting.
Hold on. Edit that out, bro. Edit that out, bro. No.
No, this is wrong.
Like, yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh, I mean, look at that. The fucking CIA is like, what's up, bro? No, like.
I've been learning a lot about myself.
I've been
lately.
learning a lot about myself. Okay, so let me tell you a couple things. Like,
I'm enough.
yeah,
I'm enough.
I'm enough.
I'm enough.
Like,
For real though, I'm enough.
it's like, but
I'm a nut.
But for
I'm a
real though,
nut.
what
I
you
mean,
been learning?
so like, you know, like within, it's like, okay, now that you have free time, what kind of things do I feel like I'm lacking in? And it's like, okay, with the social situation. So I notice I have this like automatic response, like that I've developed over the years. Well, someone will ask me to hang out or go do something, and like immediately I will want to respond with like, no, I can't. Like I gotta go study, and I'll just like I'll say no to everything, and I'm like,
yeah,
why do I automatically do that? And it's because of school. It, like, conditioned me, like,
yeah,
like it's good that you don't go do these things because you're working hard and you're differentiating yourself. And it's like, okay, but you can't just turn that off immediately when you start getting free time again. So like it's like that PTSD kind of thing. Like it just sticks in your head because it's so repetitive. And then like once someone's like, oh, you want to hang out, you're like, no, I can't do that. And then you got to tell yourself like, just say yes, you know?
Yeah.
Just say yes. See what it's all. Yeah. And so I've been doing that recently, like having a lot of fun and stuff. And then like we've been going out more, and like I can't recall a time that I've ever like been this like socially active. So it's kind of nice. It's like I get to break nerd.
Yeah, you're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
now.
man.
Yeah.
No,
Look
like
at you.
yeah, cool
Yeah.
little like fun things like you just don't expect. And I'm like, just say yes, and then like just fun things keep happening, you know. And it's like, wow, that's so cool. You know?
Power, yeah. I mean, there is downsides to everything. Like you say yes to a lot of things. Yeah, you're gonna end up in some boring, some bullshit too. But like also like, I was just telling you the other day that fucking quote I came across from Louis Pasteur or something like that. Chance favors the prepared mind.
Yes.
That was from that class.
Beautiful line.
Yeah, it's so true.
What is it again?
Chance favors the prepared mind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's so true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like everybody gets chances, and there's doors open all the time.
Yeah,
you
but
know
you're
what
like,
I'm saying?
I'm not ready.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
I'm not
and
ready
it's true.
for
You
that.
might not
Yeah.
be, you know, because the way I see it is like Bob Marley said, when one door opens, another door, or one door closes, another door opens,
Yeah.
right? And it's true because like I think, but the thing about the flaw with that philosophy is we always focus on two doors, but there might be an infinite number of doors.
Yeah, exactly.
So it depends on your perspective. If you focus on two doors, maybe, or even a single door, you might think it's closed forever. But if you take a step back, you might see like 10 doors. You know what I'm saying? And it might not be what you thought, and it might be better than what you could even imagined. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you're talking about celebrities now, right?
Celebrities, let's go. That's
Hold
my
on.
that's my
Okay.
specialty.
Johnny Depp,
Okay.
What about
on
him?
a scale of social, like, whatever you want to rate him at,
Mm-hmm.
where's he at from 1 to 10?
What you mean? It's like social.
Johnny Depp.
Looks wise?
I mean, like,
Just like if you just ask straight up,
Social
like, what do you think
stuff.
about him 1 to 10?
yeah, he seems to have it all, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I mean, he also got the bullshit that comes with having
Yeah,
1
exactly.
to 10,
1 to 10 what?
like, very social as a 10, 0 as a
Oh,
no.
I mean, he's human, so I'm gonna say a 5. On average, it's gonna be a 5. Like social sometimes,
Dallas,
not
what about
social
you?
all the time.
Wait, so what's this? What are we like?
The scale,
Yeah.
like, very social, like, somebody you'd like to be
Mm-hmm.
as a 10, 0 as a, nobody.
Yeah.
Wait, you want to be him? That's the rating?
Like, kind of like, yeah, how much you
No,
respect
no,
him
like-
kind of thing?
Like, he would be the poster child of, like, how social somebody should be.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
like, I mean, if we look at, like, the commercials and stuff, it's like he's the guy that gets, like, all the women, you know, like.
I mean, he does.
Like that. Yeah, no, don't
Right.
get me wrong. No, that's
He
what I'm saying.
does.
He's definitely, it's like, I think that's the thing. It's like everyone has their strengths, but we look at Johnny Depp as like, that's a man, bro. Like that guy.
Right.
Like, yeah.
So, what's your rating?
Let's see. 1 to 10.
I know the episode.
I
title for
really
this shit.
liked Pirates of the Caribbean, so I'll give him a.
What?
I fucking love.
Out
that
of all the
movie.
Johnny Depp shit, you said, bro, get the fuck off this podcast, bro. You the top Maverick Oscar buzz,
Man's gonna say
motherfucker.
21 Jump Street.
We done here.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
21 Jump Street.
Johnny-
Actually, that was fun.
Johnny Depp. I don't know. He seems like a really down to earth
The
dude.
newer
So
one.
like probably like a 7, 8.
Right.
You know? But I don't
So
want to
he's-
give anyone a
he's
10.
Kind of high on your social skill. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
probably wouldn't be like, no, I'm not. I'm studying for, electrical engineering
Yeah,
homework
yeah.
tonight, so I can't handle.
He'd be one of
right?
those cool.
No, he'd
yeah.
be like, no, I'll be there, bro.
Yeah.
Do you need any women there? Because I can bring.
Yeah, I'll bring 10 girls
I mean,
like that.
that's
We're like,
different though,
yeah.
because he
However,
can. I
Everyone,
can't.
yeah, but everyone wants to know
struggles.
that guy. Like,
He
yeah.
struggles,
Yeah.
just like you,
Yeah.
just like me.
Mhm.
He struggles like everybody else.
Yeah.
He let somebody shit in his bed,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes,
He
Allegedly.
struggles.
Yeah.
So, like, who are our idols?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that goes exactly back
Facts.
to what that kid said when I'm like, who do you want to be like? And he was like, I
Exactly.
want to be like myself, dude.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I kind of had to endure
Profound.
Lance talking for like 15 minutes to get that out.
Bro, why you gotta
Love you,
shame
man.
me?
Cheers.
Yeah, love you too, man.
Cheers,
Yeah, yeah. Don't shame me for fucking expressing myself.
For
This is why I was so
self-expression.
quiet as a kid. I'd be saying
Beautiful.
shit and be like,
I was
too
a
much
quiet
too
kid
soon.
too.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't
No.
have much to say.
Yeah.
I just
okay.
kind of went with whatever
Yeah.
the majority of the group felt, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I feel you.
I like
Yeah.
listening more, than talking and everything.
Yeah, you strike me as a listener.
So
I think that's why we work well together.
Yeah.
You know, I just go on my little rant.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like listening too.
But
don't
I
make it seem like
think
that.
we kind of, change and transition in certain phases of our life.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, all the time, all the time. Like I said, I used to be super quiet.
And
like,
now you love hearing yourself.
No, I actually hate hearing myself. I know that's hard to believe, but like I just now all the voices and all the thoughts I had before, I'm just not afraid to say none no more. Because when I was younger, it's all about like I just grew up understanding there's eggshells everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to dance around them because like I really just don't want to deal with the screaming and the hollering when you step on them. You know what I'm saying? And like the trade off to that is I became like painfully sharp to like people's like emotional state and their thoughts and shit.
I think that's one of the reasons why we're close friends is because I noticed you have like a high, something that my friend coined. It's called social intelligence. It's like knowing when to say things and when not to say them. Like I've been in conversations where we'll be talking to girls or something, me and like a friend, and he'll say something to be, that pickup artist culture kind of shit where you're like, they call it
trying
like,
to break the ice.
Yeah, like they're trying to be cool, like say like insult her or something. It's like, dude, like
insult her.
Yeah, no, like you'll see things like it's things when you grow up with like the internet and you're like, okay, how do I get girls? Because I don't know anything.
Parents, all internet,
and then you hear,
parents.
Yeah, you hear from these guys exactly, dude. Like when you don't listen to influences in your life, you go to the internet and you look for them, and then you'll hear things like, oh, when you're talking to girls, like insult them because that makes a gap of like that, and it's like, dude,
false.
What kind of bullshit?
I'm glad you came across
horrible.
me. Hella false, bro.
And
horrible.
But it's like you have to go through all that to realize, like, oh my gosh, that's funny that women just want to be treated like normal humans too. Like,
bro, that's that.
You just make friends, bro. Yeah, bro. It's like gorilla,
like women are people
in the
too.
Club thing.
That's
you know what I mean?
putting them in their place.
Yeah,
And
exactly,
that
man.
is
It's like
horrible.
Yeah, it's like don't treat them like
because
a human.
when they
like,
turn 40 and they have self-actualization, you're fucked, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like,
I'm gonna speed dial the closest divorce lawyer and
Yeah,
get
man.
half of your shit.
Yeah.
You
No, it's
make a
facts,
pretty
man.
penny because you're an electrical engineer.
Yeah.
Yes, going back to that shit, and that's the same reason those individuals who perhaps are intellectually gifted and are able to get through these assignments like flying by and everything. Like we were just talking about the other day, you know what I'm saying? We know individuals in our classes and stuff that are highly talented, like intellectually. They be getting A's,
like crushing it.
A's, crushing it. But then like the way, like I know a couple, but when I interact with them, I try my best not to like get something from them.
We should get them on the podcast.
We should.
That'd be really cool.
We should, yeah.
Like who?
I'll approach one.
Who
I know you know who I'm
woke
talking
up
about.
and be like, I want to be an engineer. Dallas, why did you want to be an engineer?
That's a great,
I wanted to be an inventor. That's it. Not even engineer's like the closest thing. But I saw that movie like, so it's two movies. It's Iron Giant. Like I loved
Vin Diesel's best role.
Yeah, I mean,
respect
yeah,
that.
like that movie is like a movie for the soul. Like,
it is really.
so
Yeah. I
good,
think I
dude.
cried
Yeah.
maybe like the first time I watched it.
And then Meet the Robinsons. Not that I love that movie that much, but I just thought it was cool because it was like
the
futuristic, because it was cool because you got
utopia,
to
human
man. But you got to see the kid's
transition.
like whole life, and he got to talk to himself in like the future, and I'm like, that'd be so cool to be a kid, and then one day you see yourself like you've just been through so many experiences that you became this person, and it would just be interesting to see like you as like, I don't know, he was like 13 in the movie or something, and he lived at like an orphanage, and then him when he was like mega successful, like world billionaire, like influencer, stuff like that. And not saying that's like what I want to be, I'm just saying like how interesting, like how much you learned in the future versus like who you are now and stuff. It's like, and then that's why like every day I'm like, okay, let me just add to that repertoire, like let me learn something new, like because it's kind of cool to look back and like, wow, look at how far I come, yeah, it's like,
See, I told you you'd be a good guest.
He is by definition an engineer.
Yeah, for real,
bro.
Because like I stumbled into this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I think a lot of engineers like, oh, they make a lot of money, or my parents said I should pursue this.
I agree. Yeah, like
that's exactly why I went to community college first, because I wasn't engineering like dead set. It's when I took, so I was originally like, I wanted to do like neuroscience, like stuff with the brain. And I was like, I feel like that's so cool. Like I still kind of want to do something like that. But like I saw like this YouTube video of this neurosurgeon. This dude looks so depressed, and I'm like, man, maybe that's not the field for me. Like, so I started looking around. I went to like journalism. I was like, okay, I love talking to people and getting to know their stories and stuff. And then like So I did that for a while, but I'm like, you know, like there's not a lot of money and careers in that, which that's probably not true, but I just wasn't willing to. And then
fell for the trap.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and but then but what really like opened me up was physics, man. Like you understand the physics, world. Yeah. It's so cool. You understand the world on such a weird level when you take physics that you're like, okay, now what do I do with all this knowledge? Like I want to do something with it, like, and then that's what engineering is. It's like, okay, now that you know physics, like, do you want to use that to do something like crazy? And then that's engineering, you know?
So that's like, crazy because like most of us don't have that engineering mind who appreciates physics.
Yeah.
I love physics.
It's but also it's like it's the definition of an engineer is very loose now because it's like someone who just there's a problem and you're that guy that's willing to do whatever it takes to solve that problem. Exactly. That's all it is. Cause like you can say like, oh, it's someone who knows how to code. It's someone who knows like technology and stuff. But the thing is like there were architects and engineers before there was ever electricity, you know, like the guys that like saw that the village needs to be fed. We can dry the meat and we can store it for a long time and we can reuse that, you know, it's like, and that's how beef jerky was invented. That was invented by an engineer, an artist, you know, like.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you don't need no formal training to be an engineer and shit. It just helps.
Yeah, man.
Necessarily, because it's all about
how far we've come.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go on YouTube. You go on YouTube.
Used to be called a survivalist.
Exactly, man.
Which is what an engineer is.
It's just a problem solver. Yeah.
That's debatable.
That's debatable.
Yeah.
I'm saying, man, because like I've been seeing incredible inventions. Motherfuckers don't know a damn thing about math.
Can y'all solve that? Probably.
Exactly. Well, no, that's the thing. So that's to be a certain type of engineer now.
Yeah.
Because engineer, it's like you say that word. It's like, well, that could be anyone who just solves a problem. But then it's like, okay, well, yeah, but that kid, you know, that's in my like circuits class or whatever. That kid, like, he knows smartphones way further than I do, like would ever know, because he loves doing that in his free time, you know? It's like...
Ooh, he says circuits.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah,
circuits. Someone say circuits. I'm triggered.
Circuits is just you touch metal to metal and electricity flows through it. That's all it is.
Yeah, I've been electrocuted too often.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Like...
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, but like, no, for real, man, it's like, it's something you have to learn as an engineering student. It's like you cannot compare yourself to people, because if you get caught up in that mentality, like you're for a shit show, you know?
Yeah, facts.
Like you're just gonna pick out the shit like, oh, I lack in this, but like if you don't do that and just be like, hey man, that's awesome that he's like really good at that and that's all there is to it, like that's awesome, cool, man.
Okay, so this was a thought that lingered in my brain for years. Okay, I was on the tennis team.
Oh, nice. Okay. I love tennis.
Bro, you are a hodgepodge of experiences.
However, if
you're playing accordion while playing tennis, bro, like
if everybody in the world was forced to play tennis, would there be somebody better than Pete Sampras at the time that I was playing, who was number 1 in the world? Would there be somebody better than Pete Sampras?
Yeah.
I mean,
possibly.
So can
I
you
think so.
Just randomly grab a bunch of people and taught them engineering, and they would be great engineers?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. Although I think anybody can be an engineer. What it comes down to with most things is just comes down to like, what do you want?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, if you want to be an engineer, you can be an engineer.
Then you'll be better at it.
Yeah, exactly. On top of that, you'll be better at it. Just same with doctors, same with anything. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be, because like, and the other thing you got to accept though is like, even if you want to be that thing, it doesn't mean you'll be the best at that thing.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like maybe the goal shouldn't be being best at it, is being the best you can be at it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like, there's still value to that.
I mean, because some of the most successful people in the world was able to match their desire with what they were innately good at.
Yeah.
I think that's a gift. Like,
yeah,
like if you're able to find that, because that's so rare, but they make it seem like, oh, you need to find your purpose in life, you know? Like, I think we're all told that, like, oh, find your one purpose and do that till you die, and like and that's the key to happiness. It's like, yeah, but as you get older, you realize like that's so freaking fake, you know? That's like bullshit, man. Like, there's no one thing that will make you happy. Also, because the world keeps changing, like, your job that you love right now, it might become irrelevant like next year, and then it's like, oh wow, you're sad again, like, and your whole life wrote, you know,
And that's why I made the career change.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I went from a pretty good financial analyst to cooking.
Yeah.
You know,
Such an interesting.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know,
I think
I
that's
make
what
a little
matters.
less money, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's ultimately what matters. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you're 49, but you look like you're 38, bro.
Yeah, man. Seriously,
at some level, you just feel like.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
30s at the
fuck
moment.
you.
No, like, yeah, no.
Thank you, but fuck you. I mean, for real though, that's a compliment, a backhanded compliment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're 49, but you look at 38.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, you kind of found that out. You know, you didn't get stuck in the grind.
Yeah.
You could have been that fucking millionaire. You could have been a millionaire for real. If you're in the financial game, you could have been a millionaire and shit. But you're like, nah, I want something different. And from what you told me from your story and everything, it's valuable. That's why I say being a parent is one of the most important things.
There was like a song, I forgot what song it was, like a long time ago, but it's like you have to stack your money to spend it. That's the purpose of money. You have to spend that money because when you die, you can't take it with you.
A long time for you was yesterday for me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Quit fucking with my age.
He's like,
man, no one's saying shit about your age,
he's like,
bro.
hold on, Dallas. Going back to Lance. He's like, like, hold
Going
up,
back
bro.
to that, you said I was old. I didn't say you were old.
Fuck
like,
you,
first
bro.
off, 49 ain't old.
No, man,
necessarily.
that's not. Yeah.
Age is a mentality and it's facts. That cliche is real. You know what I'm saying?
So rein it back in.
Yeah, rein it back in. You're just trying to spit facts to the younger folks such as ourselves. You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You ain't young, motherfucker.
Oh shit!
You're about to hit 30.
I know. I'm about to hit
that's
the third
like,
decade.
Yeah, it's like you know, you think like, oh, 25. It's like some people interpret
You're 25?
that as, yeah.
I thought you were 27.
No, I'm 25, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Why'd you think I was 27? I never said that.
I'm so jealous.
But no, like, no. But I mean, yeah. But okay, so you say that.
Actually, you know what, Dallas? I've never seen you without your hat.
Yeah.
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 We know.
Yeah.
So, is there a reason for that?
He knows. He knows.
Yeah, no, straight up, like, I lost my hair like at like 20 or something.
Edit this shit out.
Oh, okay.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's facts.
Well,
man.
no,
There's
it's
nothing
something
wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, we'll talk about, so we like, I don't know, genetically, like a lot of guys nowadays are losing their hair.
Yeah.
But they don't
wrong with
publicize it, so it's like, oh, you're seen as like the outcast of society, you know? It's like,
oh, for real?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's something.
Michael Jordan didn't have hair.
So yeah, it's like okay. On one hand, it's like so that's the problem with you have to stay out of like labeling.
The problem
yourself.
is you put too much weight on that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's
and
just
that's
hair, all about your personality.
And it's
it's
it's something that like exactly. It's like it's just hair, but it's like
I'm gonna lose it too.
When you're it's like when you're this age, it's like, oh, you're supposed to be going out socializing. Everything is all face value, superficial. So it's like it's tough for someone like me, you know, because it's like, okay, I got taken out of the game like early on.
It's not true.
And but that's what I believe. And it's like I've been spending like the last like, you know, however many years I've had it now, like convincing myself that that's not the case, you know, like that's not true and everything. And it's like you build like this new type of confidence, like real confidence, you know, because it's like yeah, I am the way I am, but it's also like, you know, like whoever fucks with me when I look like this, you know, like they're a real one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. That's facts.
Like, they're fucking with me to fuck with me.
Bro, there's trade-offs to everything.
Are you impressing men or women?
Well, like in terms of
Lance and I don't give a shit. Honestly, right?
Yeah.
We don't give a shit, right?
It's I mean, let's just face the facts. It's like girls that are older, they usually don't give a shit about that. Girls that are younger, they typically
they're not worth your time.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not worth your time.
I'm learning like
I'm
learning that, you know, like who's worth my time and who's not.
Exactly,
know?
which is there's valuable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's like you never get to talk about these little things that the regular guy deals with. You know, it's like he loses his hair and then it's like you lose your social credibility or something. That's what it feels like, you know. And it's like
dude, I remember picking so much hair out of the drain after a shower. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But you know what? Older women, like you say, they don't care.
Yeah, but it's also
they know what's up.
Yeah, it's like
they've been through the grinder. They know a bald dude can be a great dude.
Yeah, dude. No, exactly. And it's like, yeah, but you learn also like,
look at Bill Burr.
Yeah,
look at Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Look at Bill Burr. Yeah, he
funny.
seems like a pretty. He tries his best. You know what I'm saying? He fucking is out here like trying to better himself.
Rocking that non-follicle head of his.
Yeah, man.
He used to have a great head of hair.
Yeah. And if you imagine him with hair, it'd be weird. Right now.
Yeah, right now, yeah, because I do remember seeing him with hair. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
He's actually on the Chappelle Show.
Really?
Yeah.
Which skit?
The one where they're doing the World Series of Gambling. He was one of the announcers. Yeah, you can't even recognize him.
Alcohol and drugs.
Yeah. yeah.
I fuck with Chappelle.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Hard. I went to that fucking show. Dude, he's just legendary. I get it. I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie though. I thought Chris Rock's set was a little bit better, but I still fuck with both of them. Both of them are great.
Legend.
So is Chappelle. They're both legends, man. That's why I was so happy to see that shit live. It's so good.
You're supposed to take care of your kids.
Yeah.
What do you want, a cookie?
Dude, yeah, it was so funny when we were watching that shit live. He was talking about cheating and shit, and fucking, I know the person I went with, like, I'm sure it triggered him or whatever, but like, he started talking about cheating, like, everybody's cheating, and no one want to admit it. I mean, I wasn't nothing, but like, I was like, dude, you put me in an awkward position, you know what I'm saying? But what was funny was like, there was this woman in front of us, and he was like, you think she's going to Pilates? Like, really? Pilates? And then like everyone was busting out laughing because he was just joking and shit. But like there's this one woman in front of us, and this goes that the golden rule: if there's always one motherfucker. She was like in there like leaning over to me, like, I swear I'm going to Pilates, I swear. And I was like, oh, you sound like you ain't going to Pilates now. Yeah, like, everybody here laughed for a reason, dude. Like, we know you're going to Pilates, but like when you're like, no, trying to reassure your man. I mean, I don't know the full context and shit, but like, yeah, man, it was a great show.
Dude, any real joke is rooted in truth.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Any great story is rooted in truth.
I think
kernel of truth.
That's important, is to learn how to laugh at shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like in your life and stuff.
Especially yourself.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
It's like, because like this situation, it's like, okay, like, yeah, I lost my hair at like in your 20s or whatever. It's like, yeah, but you have to look at it and be like, yeah, whatever, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, it's like if you look at the positives, it's like no one really forgets me because they're like, oh, that's that bald dude, like that. Yeah. And then second off, it's
maybe
like,
they're just like, that's that good dude who happens to be bald.
Dallas, that's the story you want to tell people.
Yeah.
But how did you really feel?
Well, okay, so that's the thing. It's like at first it was very difficult because you like losing your hair. It's like losing your identity. A lot of people identify with their hair. So you know how when
what kind of hairstyle did you have?
Just like
when you had your
typical, hair? Cool slicked back and stuff like that.
Gel?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. No, I was a natural. I was a natural kind of guy.
Oh,
yeah.
You were
well, flip up.
Bro, you're one of those ones.
What color was your hair?
It was brown. Yeah,
straight
and
or curly?
it's still like on the sides and everything. It's just, I don't know, genetically.
You got
like
the Caesar.
Yeah,
you got the Caesar, the little like crown and shit. Yeah.
The typical,
typical male pattern shit. Yeah.
And all you high schoolers listening, dude, it's fine.
That's
okay.
Yeah. So
it's the normal progression.
That's what I want to say, because it's not popular. Like any dude who PSA, like any dude who is going through that, bro, like let me be the voice, because no one was the voice for me. Like, it's not that fucking bad. Don't identify with your hair.
Yeah.
You shouldn't identify with anything. Like, it's one of the reasons why I love working out, not so I can be in the mirror like, oh, like fucking looking at myself and stuff. It's like, it's because there's something like deeper than like your skin that is you, and like when you exercise and you can do like cool shit and stuff, and you just know you're like internally strong.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't give a shit what people think about me anymore, because I know my worth, and it's like, and it's like whoever talks shit and stuff, because I've had people say things to me like that, because it's out of the norm, bro. Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like out of the norm. So if it's out of the norm for their world, some people will like straight up have like the audacity to straight tell you like, oh, you like, it's weird that you look that way or something like that, and you got to be like, I can sit here.
Oh shit, my bad.
I can sit here and be like, oh no, you go, bro. We got that whiskey spill. Here, I'm lifting this cord up.
Keep going.
Okay, yeah, no, like basically like, you can sit there and like say like, I don't look a certain way, and you know, that makes me less valuable. Or you can be like, I am who I am. There's no like right way to live life. There's no good or bad way. There's no like right way to look, you know? So why should I entertain that?
Dude, that comes back to your family dynamics.
Yeah.
That you are okay with,
Yeah, man.
you know, like not living up to societal views
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I know I have friends who, broken family, they lost their hair. What's the first thing they did? They went and got treatment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, dude. So, okay. So there's like two choices you can make when you do like start losing your hair. And I wanted to choose the one that I personally felt was more like, fuck yeah, you know, and it was like, you know, because I could let my hair grow out and it looks like, you know, like all patchy and stuff. And I'm like, or I could just do a power move and be like, I'm going to shave it, bro. I shave my head, you know, like I shave my head. That's what I do. That's my thing, you know, like, and that's just like how I choose to keep it, you know. And it's like, there's almost like it's simple, but there's almost like a power in when you finally decide like, I'm just going to shave it off. You know, and then move forward with my life, you know.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I totally respect that, man. Yeah. You're not living up to societal views of what a Adonis male should be.
Yeah, man.
You know, like I don't have size 36 biceps.
Yeah, exactly,
you know, like,
man. Yeah.
I don't know what the term for it, but yeah, maybe I look like a weakling. You know,
perfect male specimen.
I'm happy with what I look like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Vu's saying like maybe you look weak and bald and undesirable, but you can overcome that.
It's like, so Dallas, you're a little bitch. Not like that. No, what's cool though is that like wherever in one place that you, well, not feel like you lack, but like wherever in one place like I don't have hair, it's like, yeah, but like I also got in super great shape and stuff. It like it almost serves like this feeling of like, oh, I need to compensate. It almost serves as like a motivation to do certain things that you wanted to do, and then it becomes not about compensation anymore, but about like, oh no, I just love like working out now, you know, like I love like being able to like have cardio and like have stamina, and like I can jump rope for more than like 3 minutes, you know, and like
shit,
yeah,
3 minutes,
you know what I'm saying? It's like you'll start off slow, like now I can do like an hour or something, and then
jump roping.
Yeah, and then so that's what happened. It's like, okay, we start with this kid who went bald, and then he's like, you know what, if society's gonna reject me, fuck it, you know, like I don't even want to be their poster boy. And then he hits the gym, he gets better, he realizes like, oh, I'm really good at like, I'm not good at heavy lifting, but I am good at like cardio based activities. I start doing jump rope, I get really good at jump rope. I'm like, I got some decent like athleticism. I'm hitting the bags one day. I got super into like boxing. I'm hitting the bags one day. I meet this dude and we start talking, and he's like, yo, I go to Muay Thai. And I'm like, oh, where? And he's like, at school. So I'm like, oh, do you mind if I like go watch you guys? Like, and then I go there. The coach is like, dude, you can just join in the class. Like,
Holy
I don't care.
Moly,
yeah.
You do Muay Thai.
Yeah. So, and that's just like, it's weird, man. It's just like we start with the kid who went bald all the way to like Dallas the fighter, you know what I'm saying? Like Dallas that does Muay Thai. So it's like whatever, man.
Are you good at Muay Thai?
I'm decent. Yeah, I'm getting better and better, yeah. But like I've been doing sparring, and like that alone, like martial arts helps you like break down your fears of a lot of stuff.
That fills my heart.
Yeah.
Because
love
like
it.
Southeast Asians,
yeah,
you know, we love martial arts.
I love martial arts
like,
so much.
For us to like get the Western culture into it.
No, I
fills my heart.
Yeah, I love martial arts with like a passion. Like not even like, oh, because it's cool and stuff. It's like what martial arts can do for you if you have that kind of mindset. Like I identified this. I don't like this about myself, you know. I feel like that's one of my weaknesses. Like, you know, like I don't show sympathy towards people or something. Like it could be an emotional, it could be like physical. Like I can't do 20 push-ups. So I'm going to work every day until I can do 20 in a row, you know, like that. And just setting those simple little goals for yourself. It's like you once you do hit that 20 push-ups, you're like, what else can I do, man? Let's keep going, you know?
So a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm a 3rd degree brown belt.
In what?
I'm Taekwondo.
Oh, nice.
So I have about another 3 months to be a black belt.
Oh.
That I never pursued. Right?
Yeah.
I was very embarrassed about it for a longest time because like
shit.
you see an Asian guy, you're like, what
Yeah, like
Yeah.
You know, like, no, I didn't want to identify with
yeah,
that,
yeah.
right? And my bad. I should have pursued it because that's what I wanted.
Yeah, it's cool, man. You know, it keeps you in shape. It's like, you once you get older, it's like, fuck what the people think, bro. I don't care if they think I'm a nerd because I do
Exactly.
martial arts. Like,
That was middle
yeah.
school, though. You know, you're
Yeah.
very impressionable in middle school.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's tough.
Not
Man.
anymore.
Yeah,
Anymore. Yeah.
yeah.
But now
I'm
you
too
missed
old
out on
for
the
that
black
shit.
belt. Yeah, now you missed out on a black belt. You could have thrown that on the resume.
Yeah.
Like, I can kick your ass. Black belt.
Taekwondo's all kicking.
Yeah, Taekwondo.
Yeah,
cool,
so you
man,
literally kick their ass, bro. Like, with accuracy. You know what I'm saying?
some hook kicks and stuff.
Roundhouse, side kicks, hook kicks. Yeah.
What's cool is there's like a
Oh.
lot of influence. Like when we do sparring and stuff, you're kind of allowed to do whatever you want. And so like I'll notice that like a lot of people kind of evolve into like a Taekwondo style because like we've all watched like the films where like that's like the main fighting style and stuff. And then it became so popular in like Japanese karate or like, you know, Okinawan karate and stuff. And then like Taekwondo and then wushu became like super popular. Now it's like jujitsu, Muay Thai, and then like boxing are like kind of the big three. But like back in like I would say 90s to the 2010s, it was like karate was like the big one, which is like Cobra Kai, like Karate Kid, all that. Like those are classics, bro. I love those movies.
That is
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah,
how
like-
this 25-year-old is telling me about shit in the 80s.
Yeah, I love, dude, because
Your
that's
heart
what
is
Bro, you
swollen
do
up.
I don't
not
know.
have
There
a
was
bird's
this.
nest, and do you know Aquanet? Have you guys heard of Aquanet? Then you're
No.
not from the 80s.
Okay, no, yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Like, then you don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was
I don't
just
know.
yeah, but that was just like I don't know, man. If you watch those movies, there was just so much like Jean-Claude Van Damme. You watch those movies, like there's so much passion.
Well, I've watched those. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. There's such like a good feeling to those movies.
I mean, it's all about muscle memory, right?
Yeah.
If you started off in Taekwondo,
Mhm.
I mean, your muscle memory,
Yeah,
if
man.
you're in the middle of a fight, you're going to throw a side kick.
So cool, man. Yeah.
Oliver, that's who I'm talking about. You know, Oliver, he is a Swedish kid
Mhm.
that's mixed martial arts right now,
Yeah.
you know, over in Sweden. Like, when he fights, even though he's training for mixed martial arts, when he gets him a jam, he'll fucking bust out Taekwondo
Yeah,
moves.
dude.
You
Yeah.
know, do like a side kick
Yeah.
or like a roundhouse kick,
so
you know,
cool.
and in UFC that don't work because
Yeah, yeah.
you're overexposed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's also the issue of like if you go against someone who's untrained, you never know in the street like if someone knows how to fight, you know. But if it's like some, like it's kind of like this cool concept that Bruce Lee like was famous for, and it's like that you like fighting styles are
Be
not
like water.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't adopt a fighting style. Like, and it's the thing why I say don't label yourself as a person. Like, I took it further. But, like, don't adopt a fighting style because then you say to yourself, like, oh, no, I only do Muay Thai. Like, if I'm in a
Mhm.
fight, that's what I'm going to do. Like,
Mhm.
and what if Muay Thai, like, it lacks in some thing, you know, some one little thing? Well, then
Muay Thai
you...
is pretty good.
It's really good. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. It's, like, it's generations of, like, you know, like a fighting style evolving and stuff. I think it was like Muay Boran, and then it went to Muay Thai, which is like the newest version, and there'll probably be like another version, you know.
Have you been in a street fight?
No, just a school fight.
Okay.
Yeah,
school
yeah.
fight.
So it's like that.
Oh, you've been in
Yeah,
a school
tell
fight?
us about
no,
that.
and you know what?
Oh,
Every
Tell us
street
about
fight,
that.
every street fight, if you don't know how to box, it always resolves on the ground, bro. You just throw your body at the guy and you try to tackle him and hold him in a headlock. You know, like what? Like that's the basic guerrilla maneuver. You know what I'm saying? Like control his head, you control his body, and then start pounding.
Agree to disagree. I
Yeah.
watched one guy take out 4 guys, and he had some boxing skills.
That's the thing, though. Boxing, it's what I love about like, it's like yeah, like Bruce Lee's like don't go against systems, but it's like I would say boxing is a great place to start because once you learn your hands, you learn more than just how to fight, but like more like how to see without actually using your eyes, you know, kind of like how to like when you have to slip a punch, like you're not looking at the punch, you're like trusting that like I'm gonna dive down to the left and the punch is gonna graze me, you know, like.
I mean, look at your spinal column. What hits first, your hands or your legs?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're good at your hands, man, you have a quicker reaction.
Yeah, but put a
Okay,
boxer.
so tell us about the school fight.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it was 7th grade, bro. This punk ass kid. Like, he would always like jump on me after like our class, and I'm like, bro, what's your problem? And he's like, like he was just being a punk ass. Like, he like bothering me. Yeah, he was like, haha, and then he would run away. And so he did.
Let's talk about this kid. What he looked like?
Like typical white kid, freaking like. It's funny too because later on in life,
Bigger than you?
huh?
Bigger than you, like.
No, like same height. Yeah,
Wow.
I don't know why he just loved to like bother me. I'm like, bro, like
that's not a stereotypical bully because
oh,
bullies
so they're
typically are larger than
yeah,
you.
no, there was a bully when I was in 7th grade, and then there was like 8th grade. It was this dude like fuck, what was his name? It was like Kyle or something.
Okay, we don't want to put Kyle on blast.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's not even like but like no, I've had that like where some bigger kid would bully me and stuff, and then like I'm like fuck that guy. So but this other kid, he was my size, so I'm like I can take him. So he jumps on me, and then I'm like, all right, bro, you want a piece or whatever? I turn around, I'm like, I'm done with your shit, bro. So I throw off my backpack, and he's like, oh, what? You want a piece of this? And then like he dove towards me and tried to like tackle me, and I did this like sick spin move where I like threw him over my shoulder, and he was on the ground, and then like I was just on top of him like wailing down on his back, and I look up, and it like the fight lasted like 10 seconds. I look up, and like the principal of the school is like standing in front of me, and he's like, let's go, like that, and I'm like, oh shit. So I like back off the kid, and we
that moment
like,
where you threw down your backpack, why did you know you was ready for that?
Oh, because I'm like, I'm not gonna like, I'm done with this kid jumping on me like every day. Like this is not gonna continue.
That's
I'm like,
beautiful.
Yeah, I'm like, that's enough. You know, I'm like, you're bothering me, bro. Like, you wanna like.
That is like the most pure decision, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. You stood up for yourself.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you can take that throughout life, like just making decisions like that, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be golden.
No. It's like trusting your gut kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I've been bullied multiple times, so I know what you mean.
You've been bullied?
Oh, yeah.
You look like a bully.
I look like a bully? Well, guess what? I've been bullied, but I'm not a bully.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your life like?
I remember this motherfucker. Man, I remember a few, but like I remember this motherfucker named Johnny. They always got the bully names. I want to say like 5th grade.
5th grade, okay.
5th grade, yeah. For whatever reason, he didn't fuck with me, but he's probably on some typical bully shit. Like he was jealous or some shit, and like he just was projecting onto me and shit. I remember where I used to hang out with this family.
So therapeutic, right there.
Yeah,
projected.
Yeah.
My borders.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
sorry.
he for sure was like projecting or some shit. Cause I never did shit to him. I was my own business and shit, but like he really didn't fuck with me. And I remember like I realized that at some time, and I just like left it at that. But I was like hanging out at the park right next to my house growing up, and I was hanging out with this family down the street at the park, and we were just playing, I don't know, like midnight or tag or some shit like that. And fucking like I looked where he lived like there's like this field right next to the park, and across from the field there's like a line of houses, and like you could see their back windows and stuff. And I remember him poking his head out the back window, and I saw this angry ass look on him, and I was like, oh shit. And then like I remember the family I was hanging out with at the time were like, hey, don't worry about that, man. Like it ain't gonna be nothing, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I don't know, because I'm kind of scared, like this motherfucker's gonna fuck me up or something. Like, no, it'll be good. And he's like looking at me angry, and then he disappeared, and I just saw the blind swinging. You know, I like some point he just disappeared. I saw the blind swinging, and I was like, should I go? And they're like, no, it'll be fine. And then he came out of his house, and he's rolling up the field, storming. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked like he had steam coming out of his, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh shit, maybe I should go. Like, no. But he kept coming, and they're like, oh yeah, maybe you should go. I was like, what the okay, so I slid down the pee slide and everything, the slide which everyone peed in and everything, and I was trying to like fucking just walk on home and shit and everything. And when I was like, I was trying to like have some self-confidence, not run away, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like speed walking, and then he caught me from behind. He's like, where the fuck you going? I was like, no. And I was like, a little kiss. I was like, no, stop it. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, no, I'm gonna fuck. And I was like, no, stop it. And then he like fucking cocked back his fist, and he like popped me in the mouth. And then like I started bleeding out my mouth and shit. And I was like, and I was crying, you know what I'm saying? I was like, what the fuck? And then, you know, I started crying, and I ran home and shit. And my parents were like, what the fuck happened? It's like, I got bullied, blah, blah, blah. And my parents were like, oh, really? You gonna go be friends with them? I was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents like, yeah, we're going to his house right now. We gonna fix this right now.
Join him.
Yeah, exactly. They were like, yeah, that's what they were teaching me. They were like, you're gonna go join them. You're gonna be friends. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Cause like, motherfucker popped me in the mouth. And so we actually did end up becoming friends. And actually, what happened with a lot of my bullies, I ended up befriending them and shit, for better or for worse and shit. But I remember this same motherfucker. Like, my parents were like out of the house one time, and like I was getting babysat or something. But like I was hanging out with them, and this is what happens when you let your kids hang out with your bullies and shit. He like talked me into like breaking into my own home and stealing popsicles and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's ways where I could like maneuver the fucking window, like shimmy it and shit, so I can get in the house, steal some popsicles and come out. And while I was stealing a popsicle and shit, I came back out of the house and shit. And when I came back out of the house, this motherfucker took a shit in our fucking backyard, bro. Fuck, he took a dump. Like, I fucking looked at that shit, and yeah, there was a fat-ass turd right there on the concrete. And he's like, yeah, man. You know,
Power move, bro.
Yeah, dude.
You remember me, bro.
Yes. Y'all made me be friends with the bully, and the bully took a fucking shit in our backyard.
He was insane, bro.
Yeah, dude, I swear, Johnny. I don't remember his last name, but Johnny is such a bully name, and I just remember that shit so vividly. I just remember our fly just like zzz, and like landing on the turd and shit, and I was like, this motherfucker really took a shit in our backyard, dude.
Like, that was crazy Johnny, bro.
Crazy Johnny, bro. I don't know what was wrong with him, and he stole my first edition Niddle King, which I got from Cynthi's. Cynthi's was the local ice cream man.
See, some people are just evil, bro. I think
maybe he changed since then and every shit, but like, Johnny stole my first edition Niddle King, and he denied it.
You're like,
he denied it.
If you listen to this, I want that shit back, bro.
And if you're listening, I want that shit fucking back.
He's got 2 kids paying child support.
Yeah, probably.
He got his, bro.
Yeah, but that's like the most memorable bully. So, but I've been through a multitude of bullies and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I get where you're coming from, and like,
there was one. I wouldn't say it was like physical, like fighting or anything, like a street fight, but it was like, it's kind of like when I learned the psychological game of like not letting people get in, in your head and shit. And it was this dude like out of high school, like I don't know, like he was like the cool guy, like he would take like my buddies to parties and stuff. Like he just came into our friend group, I don't know, from out of nowhere. I think he was like one of the dude's brothers or something.
Sounds like 21 Jump Street.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's like straight up, man. Like, I'm like, no, it's not the plot. I promise.
I got y'all drugs.
Yeah, no, but yeah, straight up, like something like that. He was like, oh, the cool guy, and he would take my friends and stuff. And I'm like, why you guys hang out with this dude? He's like a total asshole, I'm like, at first I'm like, oh, he's cool, man. Like he's chill and everything. But he would say like things to you like really personal, like, oh, like, shit about your family or something that you might have like let slip out because you were just talking with the friends and stuff, and like use it as a weapon against you. And you're like, yeah, you're like, bro, what's with your problem? Like, what the heck? And so I after a while, I'm like, I'm not gonna kick it with that kid anymore. He's an asshole, like. But my friends are all like, yeah, but he takes us to parties, and he helped one of my friends, like one of my close friends, get like chicks.
Was his name Sean Hannity?
No. It's like, yeah, how did you no, but like I almost like lost one of my best friendships because like I'm like, dude, you can continue to hang out with that dude, I just don't want to see him. And like every time we hang out, you for some reason invite him over, and I'm like, I just don't want to see him anymore. And then I'm like, like I had to stop talking to my buddy for a while because he was like, nah, I still want to hang out with him and stuff. And then he realized, he's like, yeah, this guy is an asshole. Like, why are we kicking it with him?
Were you going through turmoil, like, in your mind at that point?
Yeah, like, definitely, like, it was more of a thing, like, if I'm going to be spending time with people, like, why am I spending time with this guy?
And I'm sure at that moment you thought it was the end of the world.
Yeah, oh, totally. Well, I mean, like, your senior in high school is, like, my best friend. Right. Like, I'm going to lose him, like,
And that's what I want to get to people now. It's like, man, it ain't that big a
whatever,
deal.
dude, yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Let them, like, hang out with who they,
like, fuck Eric Biddle.
Yeah.
Oops.
That was my best friend.
Yeah, that was my bully. Okay?
Oh, that was your bully. Yeah. Oh, Eric Biddle.
Eric Biddle. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what grade?
Big white boy, redhead.
Why are they always like that, bro? Why are they always built like that? That's some shit in the movies, like big redhead.
Like that's so cool. What the fuck you mad at, bro?
Yeah.
Man, I got black hair like everybody else.
Yeah,
I'm like normalized.
Yeah. It's because you were tall.
Yeah. He
That's
probably
what it
hated
was.
that shit. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
This motherfucking tall McDonald's fed motherfucking Asian.
Yeah.
McDonald's pet. You can eat McDonald's every day.
Yeah. I hear you. You have home meals, and then for fun you eat McDonald's. I eat McDonald's every goddamn night. McDonald's. Yeah.
Hey man, I fuck with that Big Mac all day.
Yeah.
I gotta make that secret sauce.
Mm.
I heard it was
The
just
nuggets.
Thousand Island.
It probably is just Thousand Island. That ain't no secret. I mean,
Hmm.
you probably go on the internet right now
There's
find
like
out.
20 different recipes.
for the Thousand Island.
Yes.
Oh,
The secret sauce.
the secret sauce.
I'm a nuggets guy, bro.
Your nuggets. Oh,
What?
nuggets, yeah.
Oh, you one of those?
I mean, I like chicken nuggets,
I
but
love-
like McDonald's
Actually,
nuggets.
I love nuggets, but what decides like your character is the dipping sauce you choose.
Mm.
This is it, huh?
What is it?
This
Yeah, this is it.
This is it.
So I like barbecue.
Oh,
Me too.
We cool.
Okay,
yeah.
Thank God, bro. We good.
All right, we're good. We're all on the same page.
All right, you can stay. You can stay.
But if they said, "I'm sorry, sir, we're out of barbecue sauce," what's your second?
I'd probably just eat it straight up, like.
That's a white.
I would.
It's a white ass.
I would
answer right
choose.
Sweet and sour.
Oh, I would
To
choose
be-
that. Yeah.
I haven't tried
Sweet
the
and
other
sour.
ones, to be fair.
And then
Oh
yeah, that's
shit!
yeah, like
We're going to McDonald's after this.
yeah, and then third would be mustard.
Hot mustard. Yes.
That's a good
Yes.
idea.
Those are the only threes I know.
Oh, there we go.
I mean,
We're real nuggets, guys.
oh, there's probably ranch.
Ranch.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
Oh my God.
So the habit, that's where I like prefer the ranch. Like that's where it tastes the best.
The Habit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I think the Habit's better than In-N-Out.
Well, yeah, because so there's like different tiers. Like In-N-Out, I'd say McDonald's like if you want the quickest food, In-N-Out's like a little bit higher tier quality.
Yeah.
Habit's like above those two.
That's kind of a fast and
Yeah.
casual. That's not fast food anymore.
Yeah.
What, the Habit?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's more like you gotta like it depends on how long you have to wait. Cause the Habit you wait. I waited for a little bit.
Mm.
So they're fresh cooking that shit. It's not like pre-made, in the
Yeah.
morning.
But we have to agree that Bonehead, even though they got 5 stars, shit.
Bonehead. Is that pho place?
No.
No, that's
That's that
Bone and
burger
Shake.
place in Barrio Logan.
Oh,
I gotta try
Bonehead
that.
bar. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I don't want to put that on blast.
Yeah.
Please.
Actually, it's good.
No, I never been there, but I remember you talking about that shit, and I was like, maybe not want to go.
You should go. Because
Okay.
you should decide for yourself.
Oh,
Like any true American.
no, like a true American, I'm gonna let
individualistic-
you decide for me and act like I decided for myself.
No. That's
I'm gonna let you
Sweden.
mark it.
Yeah.
That's definitely Sweden.
Yeah.
You know,
That's good.
well,
All
all right.
right, so
Jets.
this is it.
Yeah, Jones.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
Where
we're
we
trying
at?
to wrap it up.
Yeah, 60,
Did
120.
we learn much about Dallas?
Yeah, I learned a lot.
I feel like
There's shit I didn't even know you got bullied.
I get to tell the stories that I never really. I don't know. A lot of this stuff you keep internally, so it's nice to have like this conversation.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like I know Dallas that well.
Oh. I mean, it's one
Then I guess I'll
conversation,
have to-
bro. They're realistic. You
Then I
know?
guess I'll have to come back for episode.
Yeah, so a
two.
future episode. Yeah.
Then I guess I'll have to come back.
Yeah.
You'll definitely have to come back.
That'd be fun.
because,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, this is great.
I feel like you have a lot of bitterness that you
Yeah.
haven't discussed with us yet.
Yeah. There's some things that piss me off. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be stuff that piss you off.
No,
It's
yeah.
stuff that you'd like to see changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the current political climate.
Oh, here we go.
or-
I'm getting political, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not get political.
Let's not get political. That's
yeah.
It'll be nice.
I
Like
lost my
I'll,
marriage because of that.
Oh shit.
no, it'll be nice because it gives me time to like think about those kinds of things. Like what makes you bitter in life, I think that's
There
like,
it
a good-
is.
Yeah.
My friend, I was telling him about our podcast earlier, and he's like, "What's the whole point?" Blah blah blah. And I was like, "I don't know. We're just gonna talk and everything." He's like, "You need a
I
point."
mean, like,
But the whole thing, what makes you bitter?
Yeah.
That's it.
because you have both parents, what about parental expectations? Like, I think you dabbled on that. Like,
Yeah.
your parents were like, "Oh, we're cool with whatever you do,"
Yeah.
but do you think they were being honest?
Well, so funny enough, it's like it's like, yeah, I can tell, like, genuinely they're like, they just want to see me succeed at something. But then I think it's a lot of self-imposed. So like I put that pressure on myself, funny enough. Like I really don't blame them for that. You know, like
But they set the stage for that.
yeah, but it's like it's the fact of them saying like, oh, like you're gonna go to college, you know, not like telling me, but they're like, you know, like you can go to college and stuff. So then in my mind, I'm like, okay, that means that I need to be like Elon Musk, you know.
Imagine if your parents were dancers at a strip club, like, and college was never a topic.
Yeah.
What would you be then?
That's a good. I've actually like entertained that thought. Like if I had never gone to college, I probably would have done something in like politics because I was actually like into that for a little bit, but like mostly the social
And
aspect.
do you lean left or right?
No, like I don't even follow politics like at all. I don't like.
That's such a 25-year-old.
Yeah, no, like yeah, like I really, cause it's like I feel like it was important, but now I feel like it's so like, just I don't even know how to describe politics. You know,
maybe you're like me, where you know you lean one way, but you really feel like you can't affect anything.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Exactly,
I'm just
man.
one motherfucking vote.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
And I can't tell people about my frustrations. You know.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I feel like me and a lot of kids, you know, like I'd say everyone below 25 right now. Like, I wonder if they even like unless you're raised in that environment, I wonder if they even vote. You know, like I wonder if any because like I hear that's a big problem. Like no one's showing up to the polls and like voting and stuff, and like I'm contributing. You know, it's like
well, I mean, more people are actually showing up to vote because of the candidate they do not want.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. I think
I want Trump.
Yeah, like no, it's like I think if things get bad enough to a point where it motivates you to go out there and like vote, that's I think effective because it's like okay, I actually have to do something if I really don't want this person in office. But also like I don't think whoever's in office affects like individual life as much as people think, you know? So it's like you can get a lot done in America like on your own if you just have like the self-motivation to do it. At the very high level though, like yeah, they're going to like call shots and everything that really affect you. But like in your day-to-day operations, like whoever the president of the United States is, like it's not going to determine like whether you show up for work or not, you know? Like
you know, that's what's beautiful about this because you and I have an entirely different experience. You know, it's like when Trump was president, it's like, shut up and make me my chicken bowl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't want to hear my side of the story, you know, because being an ethnic person, you know, I have a completely different view. You know, I do think it's important who's in office.
Yeah.
Because it empowers the people who side with the current political, you know, scheme to act the way they act.
Yeah.
So I have a totally different view of that.
Yeah, I think it can like I don't know, man. Like it's like it's the reason I stay out of it is because of like you see how out of hand it can get. Like when they had like I don't even remember what the reason was, but there was like riots in Los Angeles like a couple years back, like and they were burning. I think it was like a BLM
George
protest.
Floyd?
Yeah, something like that. God. Yeah, and it's like for guys really
let's not give any credit to BLM.
Yeah,
they're shitty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's like but those are the reasons like we're seeing that. Like I'm growing up seeing that as that's what politics is, and it's like I don't want any part of that, you know.
And to clarify myself, Black Lives does matter. It's just the organization of BLM that taking all that.
Now we know what
$80 million and just not doing anything with it. That they're shitty.
Yeah, exactly. It's like again, it goes down to like who's in charge of that kind of leadership, and then it once again falls even closer to like who are the individuals, you know, because it's like. Is that someone you would be friends with? You know, like, yeah, it's like that. I think that's the basic question.
Dude, you know, I think that's what it is at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Is this person somebody I can have a drink with or I can share a meal with?
Yeah.
You know, like, and most people, more than you think, yes. Yeah. I'd like to get to know this person.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, but the media is like construing things where, like races, you know, like different divisions of classes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be friends with them.
Exactly, man. If people who believe that too, to be like reality, you know, it's like Fox News, for instance.
Fuck Tucker.
No, but like, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, people who have that on their TV 24/7, you walk in their house and like all it is, you're just seeing Fox News and it's just faces on the screen arguing with each other about, you know, whatever the current hot thing is. It's like, do you know, like, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's like, do you really think that's healthy for your brain? Like, seeing people argue 24/7 about whatever it is, like, who cares, you know? Like, probably not. What is healthy?
That gives me hope that you, as a 25-year-old, I mean, Lance said you were Cuban, but you look white to me.
Yeah. So there's like a huge spectrum of Cubans. It's funny. It's like goes from very dark skin pigments. Like I've seen, like, because we went to Cuba, which was cool, and we got to see, like, yeah, man.
All the oldies, all the cars.
Dude, yeah, it's such a like trip, man. Like it feels like when you get off like when you get out of the taxi,
teleported
just like back in time, dude.
Nice.
Like, yeah, it's like, whoa. Like, and what's funny there, speaking of politics, like real politics, is like there's dudes there that study to be doctors, study to be engineers. They don't get paid shit by the government. And then they have to like work as a taxi driver because tourists paid them more money and tips and stuff than you would make in an entire month as a doctor.
Oh.
That's fucked up, dude. That's like, you know, so.
Yeah.
But beautiful place, Havana. Loved it,
Dang.
Actually love that, yeah.
Yeah, when did you go to Cuba?
So we went for vacation like a while back, and like it was cool, man. You know, like my dad was like, "Oh, do you guys want to go? Like, I feel like we should go see this because like it's where our family's from." And I'm like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Yeah.
We went like scuba diving there, like super cool, once in a lifetime type of thing, you know. I was like, yeah, and like dude, it's just crazy. Like all the cars there from the 1950s, all the buildings are like torn down, kind of like you know, that like you can tell that it's kind of like a war-torn country because the Cold War like fucked Cuba up, bro. Like. And you'll still see like museums dedicated to Fidel Castro and everything, but none of the locals like can, you know, like support him and stuff. And like, you know, it's a funny state. It's a failed state.
Yeah.
But like, it's also such a beautiful place. And at one point, Cuba was like producing Olympic boxers. Like they still have a really good like boxing Olympic team, and Cuba's known for their boxing too. But like, I mean, they were just like one of the meccas of the world in like technology and science and medicine and like all this stuff. And then Cold War hit, and like now look at them, bro. Like, what is Cuba? Like, you say Cuba to someone and you're like, yeah, I've heard of it, but like I don't want to go there, you know, like it's not cool, you know. So yeah, Cuba's very interesting. Like it's one of those weird spots that like if you get the chance to go to, it's like, yeah, I'll go check it out, but you shouldn't expect to see like touristy destinations and all that. Like if it was like the Bahamas or something, you know. Super cool though.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Okay. That sounds.
Anyways.
That does sound interesting. No. I never thought about Cuba that much. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, but
about cigars.
That's Dallas.
Yeah.
Like
Cuba.
Very unassuming guy that you met at school.
Yeah, man.
You know, like he's got a lot of depth to him.
Well, I mean, yeah, I knew that. But like, but like not. You know what I mean?
But initially, what attracted you to him? His good grades?
No.
You are killing it,
no. No, fucking, he just looked like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So,
You're like, I'll be nice to this guy.
Yeah, I'm like, all right.
I'll help him out with the ladies.
Yeah,
like,
I'll
you know,
help this
Lance
guy
is a
out.
ladies' man.
Yeah, bro.
Right.
I don't know about all
he's-
that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about all that.
I think you're stronger than you think. Yeah, I don't know. I look up to you in a lot of ways, you know.
Oh, I
and it's like,
appreciate that.
it's like I don't know, when I was hanging out with like, and I'm not saying this like, oh, you're old or anything. I'm saying like I saw.
old.
No.
Just
But I
getting
always
there.
saw like our friendship, and then when we were hanging out with like Nick and all them and everything, I'm like, I always saw like whenever we're hanging out, for some reason I get this feeling like we're like three brothers or something, and like
Which,
Nick's
yeah.
the youngest.
Yeah.
You know, you're like my older brother that guides me in a lot of things, and then I'm just some guy in the middle that has to take both of your advice, kind of combine it and see what like, works
Motherfucker, I must
best.
be father time.
Yeah, that, like,
Oh, you grandfather time.
That's all I was like, yeah. But
I mean, to wrap this up, I mean, I didn't know this much about Dallas, and you're very intriguing, bro.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you guys.
And this was the whole point of the podcast, right?
Yeah.
Like we just want to take some normal person and get to know them.
This is cool. Yeah,
that's pretty much It's good. It's fun. It's been great.
I love it.
It's worked out great. Yeah.
I love the premise.
You could definitely get a part 2 interview. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I feel like there's certain stuff we didn't we didn't dive in.
Yeah. And I'd love to talk more, of course.
All right. Sick. Awesome. Well, all right then. I guess that's gonna wrap this up because it's been a hot minute, and
I gotta go do more freaking assignments, bro.
Yeah.
Bitter melon, baby.
Yeah, got to get back to work. That's the bitter part of the melon.
Back to
all right.
It was sweet. Now it's better. I mean, bitter. It's bitter to be better. All right. That's it. We out.
Deals.
Yeah. Appreciate it. All right.
Peace.
Bye.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.